Good evening, everybody. Dadman Walking 55 coming to you live 5 minutes after 7 on the east coast of the U.S. Yes, we have called this Late Night with Dadman and Friends. Yes, because I got to go to bed earlier tonight. Mrs. has a long day starting tomorrow. And, well, we got people all around the world. So somewhere in the world, it's late night. You know, like the old song is, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, it's late night somewhere. And one of our hope to be guests will be coming from across the pond, which will definitely be late there. But we have gone live. We are going ahead and getting started. So since we got 5 of you great people out there, we got to go hunt the polar bear, though. But so I will stick with humans. Speaking of humans, this is a guy that's confused himself with a squirrel after hanging out with us long enough. He's the the court jester, prince. I guess the prince. The Clown Prince of New Jersey. Let me get the damn title right. The Clown Prince of New Jersey. The man who loves to protect his nuts and everyone else's. This is the great Wes Cagle. Hey, Wes.
Hey, what's up? What's up? It's always important. Rule number one. You know, you hear on NCIS Gibbs has that list of rules. My rule number one: always protect your nuts.
Absolutely, that's priority. It's like when the missus says it's important to like yourself, because if you don't like yourself, who's going to like you? So
yeah,
if you're not going to watch out and protect yourself, then nobody else will.
Well, you know, it's like that. It's like that meme.
Mm-hmm.
Shows a picture of Jesus smiling. He says, "Yeah, Jesus loves you. Everybody else thinks you're an asshole."
Oh my God, I haven't seen that one. Wow. Wow. Well, there's probably a lot of there's probably more theological truth in that than what comes out of a Joel Osteen sermon. But I won't go down that avenue. Oh yeah, don't get me started. Anyway, don't get me started. I will. Television preachers. Well, you don't watch television preachers for theology. You know, no.
Tillman was always my favorite. He was always my favorite. On in the middle of the night.
Which one? Which one?
Tillman.
Oh yeah. I like John Hagee. He's like the big board behind him, and then of course Tammy Faye. We all know about that. Folks, I only talk religion in this case because I felt like it. It's my channel, and you can make a couple free comments right there. But it's just like the Ruddy mascara. Anyway, but hey. But still, I'd rather give Joel Osteen a hard time. I like to get into the deeper, meatier issues of the things. Speaking of a heavyweight of knowledge and everything else, don't mess with this guy, because he's got ways to deal with you in many, many ways where people will not ever find you again. But he's still the sexy, smooth voice, and he's even showing his face all the time these days. It's the guy the ladies have always loved around this channel, and it's the first time we have him back in quite a while. You might remember him. I've seen him elsewhere. It's the one, the only Dave C. Dave, how are you?
Hello, how we doing? Good to be back. How's
Absolutely.
Everybody? Hey, Wes Cagle.
Yes.
Protect your nuts.
Hello,
yes.
Out there in TV
at all times. Got to have your head on a swivel.
Yes.
Exactly, Dave. Dave, it's good to have you back. What's been going on with you since I don't think it was this last New Year's Eve. I think it was probably the year before. I don't know when the last time we've actually streamed, other than maybe a Fortnite stream.
I think once before. I mean, once since then. Yeah, last New Year's Eve, and maybe once or twice since then.
Yeah, it's like been so rare. I'm sorry. It's like,
well, you got me all blushing with that intro, man. I don't think I deserve a quarter of that.
Well, of course I use it, and there are no ladies out here tonight, so we gotta wait and see. Well, we'll have to bring it out if there are a few more ladies popping in there. But yeah, dude, it's like Dave's always had the voice to get the ladies' attention. So has that always been for you, Dave?
No, no, I think only when I come on your channel.
All right, there you go.
Well, there's Mr. Angel. I know that. I know Mr. Angel.
Exactly. Well, let's say hi to the chat, everybody.
Hi, chat.
Yeah. Nice, Wes. That's perfect. That is perfect. All right, let's see.
This is an impromptu time for you anyway. So.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
I was just kind of sitting around, happened to be on the computer, and I saw your invite. I was like, sure. I'm just rushing around trying to get stuff done.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like I said, we went live earlier. Mrs. is going to be leaving in the morning, so normally we do late nights late, but we're restructuring some stuff. In 2 weeks, Wes and I will be doing a show at 8 in the evening. So we'll probably be rating you when we're done, because you normally have the comic books at 9, and then of course your watch parties for movies at 10 on Thursday. which I'm looking forward to going to your channel tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Is it 8 o'clock tomorrow or 9 o'clock?
9 Eastern for Aliens.
Yeah. I love that movie. My favorite of the Aliens movies. By the way, folks, we're going to be talking some movies with Fallout Dave here in a bit. And some random
right here
too. But absolutely. And Wes Cagel's here. I guess he is. Hey.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Legatus. Hey, Legatus. How are you tonight? Good to see you, Dave C. Saying hello to everybody. Fallout Dave. Hey, Fallout Dave. Good to see you. What a bunch of crazy Fortnite we had earlier. Dave, have you played the Fortnite Blitz yet?
No, somebody mentioned that the other day. I think maybe Lady V or somebody said something about playing Blitz with Mark. And I was like, I don't know that game. I was like, wait, it's Fortnite?
It's like Team Rumble, except you don't automatically revive and you get pushed into the circle, keeps collapsing. It's fast paced. It's
small
over
map,
within 5 minutes. Yeah.
Very small map. Yep.
Yeah. It's over in 5 minutes. It's good for short attention spans.
Yep. As a matter of fact, you can start being shot at before you get to touch the ground.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, hey Corey, how you doing?
Yeah. Fallout Dave said just like at home was watching an AI video on Gator Gitmo. Oh God, it's twisted. Oh geez.
Yeah.
And Mr. Angel, as you mentioned, Mr. Angel, always good to see you tonight, sir. And Buddy's here. Buddy's recovering still from his wisdom teeth. So sit back, relax, buddy. Yeah, he's had a rough time. So
yeah,
good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here tonight. So
They took mine out. They took mine out in boot camp of all time, the Marine Corps boot camp, Paris Island. They took mine out.
And hi to Corey Cochran, the man from Kentucky. He's one man that's proud. He hails and is proud to hail from Kentucky.
What part? I lived in Marion County, Kentucky. Gravel Switch.
I believe he's up north of Lexington because, I mean, we had did you see the General Lee jumping
the fountain?
Yeah, in Somerset, Kentucky. Yeah, it's the other day. Yeah, it was close to that. But, the other thing is I just put on Twitter yesterday or today pictures from our visit to Colonel Sanders' original restaurant, the Sanders Cafe in Corbin, Kentucky. They even have an old real cigarette vending machine.
The one where you pull the little piston?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's cool. Well, Mr. Angel, that's so appropriate for my streams and porta potties, for toilet breaks. But hey, I'm glad you were able to come in, say hi, and hit the like button, and just glad you're around with us these days, Mr. Angel.
Yeah.
Rest well. Definitely rest well.
I've been around long enough to know that they were smoking cigarettes on the airplanes, and I remember flying from Kentucky back down to the Miami area with my grandparents and uncles and stuff like that for the summer, friends. And people were smoking. And I was like, I remember asking the stewardess one time, why are people smoking? I'm in the non-smoking section, but they're right there in front of me.
Yeah, no.
And that was the end of the West Giggle. That was the end
of it's a little cylinder. It's a cylinder tube flying in the air. That's pressurized.
Yeah.
There's no smoking and non-smoking section.
There was and
now I'm thinking of airplane now. I'm thinking of airplane now, and I hear smoking or non-smoking, and they hand them a ticket that's on fire or smoking. It's like, well, since we talked about a little bit of movies, we're going to go into some other things right now. But over your left shoulder is a artist rendition of Superman.
Yeah, and I'm doing some math here because you mentioned airplane.
Okay. Well, we'll get that. We'll get on Superman next. But go ahead with airplane. Bone is here. Hey, Bone.
45 years old today. The movie.
78.
What, Airplane?
Yeah,
Airplane.
80,
oh, yeah.
1980. 45 years old. And Big Trouble in China was 39.
Yeah, I know. Talked about that. Was 39 today. But I did not realize Airplane was... Let's see. July 1. Oh, it was yesterday, July 1st.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it.
So that's 45 years ago. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah, here, let me bring that up large. I was curious because that got my attention. Yeah, show everybody here. Now, is that art? Is that color or watercolor? Or what?
I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you. This is an older from Sideshow. I didn't get it from them. I don't know how many there are. It's numbered. I think I'm getting so old. I don't know to get my glasses on to tell you the number. And it has an artist little thing down in the bottom. But somebody was actually selling this on eBay really, really cheap. And I was like, are you sure you're trying to get rid of that? And I got it for like half the price framed. It's one of my favorites beside the Godzilla. I've got some other ones in the back.
It's a nice frame, yeah.
Fallout Dave says that Superman is not for modern audiences. No, that's a real Superman there, like Christopher Lee.
It's got the red eyes on there too. So I like
Shirley. Shirley hasn't been that long, and don't call me Shirley. Yeah, Jess. It's not late night. I knew someone was going to do this, but technically, I got one guest that's scheduled to come. That it is late night for them. Plus, also with the missus having to do a early day tomorrow, it's like I'm going to be shutting things down early tonight. So, it's so that's why we call it late night because it's late night somewhere in the world.
Somewhere, yeah.
Yes.
And I'm not doing my comic stream tonight. So
I know. It's good to have you on again. So Jess, thank you for being here. I know you're working, but thank you for being here. Bones here, like I said, somebody new.
Hey.
I mean, Bones has been around, but good to have you here. A few hours ago. Let me check real quick. I probably did. Let me see which one it is. Fallout Dave, I'm going to let you go ahead and talk. Big Trouble in China. What?
Wrong Dave.
Did I call him Fallout Dave?
Yes, you did.
Well, the funny thing is I keep calling Fallout Dave all the time now, so now I'm all fricked up.
Well, there's a bunch of Daves. There's Dave
There's
Raymore,
too many damn Daves, you know. But Dave, see,
Dave's not here, man.
Shut up.
That's a good one too.
I know.
And Hal. Sorry, Dave. Can't do that, Dave.
What is the premise of Big Trouble in Little China for somebody that's never seen it, and what makes it such a good movie to you?
Oh, it's a supernatural type of thing, right? Some of the characters.
Oh, Jess, exactly.
Like that, so.
Jess, exactly. I said that about that song earlier, the country song. It's 5:00 somewhere.
Hey, Alan Jackson.
Exactly like that. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Dave, tell us about this movie and what makes it so great on the 39th anniversary.
I can share my screen too. If you want.
Go ahead. Yeah, if you'd like to.
It's just it's such a pain in the
ass. I am home to Fallout Dave.
There you go.
Oh yeah. I am home. Yeah.
Can share that if you want.
Right,
is it there?
Yep.
There we go. There you go.
Yeah. So I mean, this stars Kurt Russell. And I know the famous Lopan, because of your avatar that you use with him. But
that's
what is
James
the movie?
Hong. He's 99 now. He's been around for a long time.
I know who that guy is. That's crazy. I mean, but hey, what makes this movie so special to you? Why is it? A lot of people call it a classic.
Well, Wes Cagle, have you seen it?
No. I have only seen clips. I've never sat down and watched the whole thing all the way through.
Oh wow, maybe I should have done my movie party of this week. I didn't even realize it was the birthday. It's just it's like a magical. Well, they have magic and stuff like that, supernatural type stuff, mystic type stuff from the gentleman right there, Victor Wong, and Kurt Russell's just a regular truck driver guy, and he meets his friend here. He's known this guy here. Oh, you guys can't see my thing. Sorry, Jason Lee, but it has like mystical magic arts and stuff like that. And they battle this guy named David Lopan. But some of the funny part about him is, I'll show you. You know, you've seen my avatar.
Mm-hmm.
He's in that form, but then he changes into this like really creepy old dude, really really old guy. It's the writing. It's so funny. A bunch of one-liners. Mm-hmm. And they just go at it with this guy, and there's a bunch of bad dudes in there. Rain, lightning, and thunder. But there's a huge fight scene between. Just a huge martial arts fight scene, and a lot of the extras. If you've seen some of the '90s movies with Steven Seagal, I think the one where he's on the boat.
Under siege.
Yeah,
it's a ship, Dave.
It's a ship.
Your name.
You row a boat.
Row a boat. Yeah, I should know better, right?
I mean, being a Marine, the Navy people come after your ass.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's in the movie Battleship. You know, with aliens, they got that whatever young Tatum guy like, hey sir, I need to borrow your boat. And I'm like, you freaking moron! They should punch you off the deck. It's a ship. A Missouri is a ship, not a boat.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sorry.
Beautiful ships on the planet.
Yes, I know. Go ahead, Dave. I'm distracting
so they a lot of the extras were in that. Some of the fight scene, the alleyway fight scene's really great, and Kurt Russell's acting's awesome. I mean, if you like this kind of stuff, and like I said, it's mystical, supernatural, and they go toe to toe with David Lopan, and it's the writing. There's just tons of jokes in here, and how they interact with all the characters, and you just have to, if you like mystic magic type stuff and supernatural type stuff, you'd like it.
I nearly kicked myself out of the studio, by the way.
Oh, that
what's
be
new?
Nice.
What's
I'm
new?
I'm multitasking behind the scenes, but
yeah.
So, Dave, would you say it's more of a martial arts movie, a comedy movie, or just like a martial?
It's a blend of all of it. I mean, you've got that real big fight scene in the alleyway. You've got the mystic stuff with like Victor Wong there. He does like a little magic thing right at the beginning of it, and then there's just some creature. There's a big creature in there that's it's famous for being there, the floating eye as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're trying to save Gracie Law, and because David Lopan, like, he's this ancient dude, and he's like a spirit now. He's not even real. He's trying to become human again. Right. So he needs a girl with green eye. I'm spoiler alert. I'm kind of telling the plot too much.
It's okay. People, I mean, see, the good thing with me is I'll brain dump quickly, and I won't make all the connections. So
yeah,
but a movie that's been out 40 years to me, it's like
you can't spoil that.
You can't spoil it. You gotta go ahead and talk about it.
Well, you've never even seen it, so it's kind of like I want you to see it.
Yeah, right? I haven't seen it, but I've seen enough clips that you can't spoil it for me. To me, I know the premise, I know the plot, I know the flow. The only thing is that I've not seen the whole thing, so I've not put it all together. Kind of.
Well, yeah, they blend. They blend. It's not set back in the old days, right? It's set model back then for the 80s. In the 80s setting, and they blend in some of the new martial arts, the young guys from Chinatown with the old stuff, David Lopan, some old creatures, and there's even some old school martial arts guys that you would see from the early 70s movies. The big dude, I think he's Peter Kwong, and then there's another Mr. Wong. That's the big real. You'd recognize this guy. I don't know if I did this on my screen. Does that change over on your screen?
Yep, you're scrolling through the little actors down there. But it's
so
not really big enough for us to see too good, but it does.
Yeah. So Carter.
Well, here,
Wong,
let me do this. No,
I can blow it up.
Let me. Okay.
There you go.
There you go. That's better.
You can see him a little better now.
Yeah, he's a monster sized guy. He's been in a bunch of old school martial arts movies. You'd recognize him from some of the ones, especially one that I had, Five Masters of Death, that I did a couple weeks ago. It's really good, but it's just fun. It's just a lot of fun, a lot of action, a lot of jokes, it's the writing I like. And I want to say this was, I'm trying to think who did the score for it, but I mean, this is John Carpenter, if you didn't know that.
Yep.
So I was going to scroll that down. Is it scrolling? I can't see.
It's scrolling. It's scrolling.
Yeah,
we see the IMDb now.
Yeah, so John Carpenter from 1986. So. But yeah, damn it, we'll have to do sorry guys, I'm scrolling through my thing there.
No, to me, it the only selling point you need here, there are two huge selling points. One is bigger than the other, but Kurt Russell and Kim Cattrall.
Yeah.
1980s Kim Cattrall.
Yep.
At least.
Oh yeah, definitely. A Mannequin, Police Academy.
But Kurt Russell, I mean, that's to me, that's why I say, when you asked if I've seen it, and I said no, I'm like, I still can't believe I haven't. If Kurt Russell's in something, I don't care if people tell me it is the worst movie on the planet. I'm gonna watch it, because I'll watch anything he's in.
Well, if I can find this picture, I put it up on X earlier of a guy. I was wearing my Flash shirt. It was Halloween, and this dude was dressed up. If you give me a second here to kind of scroll through and find it. I probably won't be able to find it now that I'm doing this, but just to show you people, there it is. That should show that one there.
Okay, you ready for me to bring it up?
Yeah, it should
be
there.
We got this.
Okay. So there's that dude dressed up like
Yes, oh God. Wow.
Yeah. He had the boots too. He has those old school Davy Crockett, boots that go up halfway your calf, and it has the string. You know what I'm talking about? The big moccasin boots, but the really big one. He had those on too. It was perfect.
That's nice. So, folks in the chat, if you like this movie, let us know what your thoughts are on Big Trouble in Little China. It's one that I like. The missus knows it, loves it. Everybody, it's one of those movies that it's very rare to hear criticism of. That I've been around enough to see. But like I said, sometimes when those type of movies, though, when I actually watch them, I get a little disappointed. For instance, like Princess Bride. When I finally saw The Princess Bride, it was like. I mean, it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong; it was good. I could see certain scenes why, maybe it's just a victim of watching all the funny clips on Mark D with a C show and stuff like that. And but it was just kind of like okay. I mean, I could see why people liked it, especially at the time. But watching it 40 years later was kind of a different thing. I wonder though if this movie would be something different, because I felt the same thing with Alien. I enjoyed Alien watching it for the first time in the theater just last year or earlier this year, I believe. But it still felt like I missed something when compared to what everybody said. But I do, going back when I was 9 years old, then that movie would have really terrified me. Alien in the theater. And I think sometimes you also have to judge a movie sometimes based on when it was released, what it was like at the time. Like Jaws now probably would not scare half the people out there. Kids would probably just laugh at it,
Yeah,
but
at the time, Jaws when I get in the water, dude. I'm 55 years old. When I go to the beach, when I'm swimming around and having a good time, then I'm like, oh
yeah,
I think of Jaws, dude. I'm serious.
I know. I agree. I did
the
it
movie
all my life.
Of. I mean, it terrified people back in the day, man.
Yeah.
What's bad is if it gets in your mind about swimming pools. It's right, wrong, and different. Yeah, it's like.
Well, down here, the gator could be in there. You know that.
Yeah, all it takes is the right weather, the right amount of flooding, and sometimes some wind. I've heard about gators dropping out of the sky sometimes when there's been high winds. Of course, we know the lizards fall out of the trees in South Florida when it gets too cold.
The iguanas, they'll fall right out.
Yeah, exactly. But what if you have one favorite scene in Big Trouble in Little China? What would it be?
Favorite scene?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The alleyway fight scene that goes on. That one goes on for a few minutes. Because I don't want to spoil alert though for what happens, what Jack Burton does with David Lopan there. There's another fight scene after the wedding, and then there's there's 3 or 4 that come to mind. It's really hard. The alleyway fight scene is really good. If West Giggle, do you know what I'm talking about? The huge big fight. But then there's another one after Lopan tries to turn himself human. But there's a couple of one-liners in there when David Lopan goes up against Thunder. I think his character's name. There's Rain, Lightning, and Thunder, the big guy. There's a scene where they go one-on-one. And I can't say too much. I can't say too much, man. But there's little particular ones. I don't know, Dadman, that I actually have a full-on number one scene because of, I mean, there's so many like one-liners in there, now this really pisses me off to no end. Like when Lopan's in his old man form.
Yeah.
West Giggle, you know what I'm talking about, right? Not this scene, not my icon scene, my avatar or whatever, but he's in a really old, wrinkly, in a wheelchair type guy. He's so freaking old. And he has he has some dialogue there that's hilarious. So, man, I don't know. There's not any one or two. It's like Flash. If you asked me, what's my favorite scene from Flash? And I don't mean to switch movies on you.
No, go ahead.
There's a bunch where Brian Blessed, when they're flying around, a couple of them. You know, I don't know if I actually have a favorite, but probably some of probably the martial arts ones. And not to say that they're big martial arts, but it's the one-liners, the dialogue. There's a bunch of them, 5 or 6 of them that would be up in my top.
Yeah, I have a favorite scene. I haven't seen the whole movie, but from what I've seen, my favorite scene in that movie after Lopan gets dispatched, is Buddy there. His death scene might be the funniest death scene ever.
That's why I can't. That's the one-on-one scene that we're talking about, Wes.
Right? Yeah.
With the big guy, and what happens there is what he's talking about, and I don't want to.
That's why I was vague about it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so there's.
It's just fun hearing y'all two laugh about it. At least y'all know what you're talking about. It gives me something to look forward to.
A little bit of spoiler when they all get together, because there's a bunch of stuff that happens. Rain and Lightning show up because one of the girls, she gets kidnapped right at the airport, and they got to go save her. And Kurt Russell dresses up like a real big nerd. And he's talking like this, and he's trying to fool everybody. He fools nobody. That's the joke of it, right? They think that it's working, but it's not. And so then there's another scene where they go underground and they drink a potion. Wes Cagle, you remember that? Did you see that part where they drink the stuff? And they feel like they're all invincible. But I don't want to spoil. Well, a monster grabs one of the guys, and in the Victor Kwan characters, he's kind of not like, he's not phased, but Kurt Russell's like, what? What's you know how you see the movies where people should be more dynamic about what just happened and they're way too cool about it? Well, he plays it perfectly. He's like, what was that? What? And he just goes on and on and on. But Wes Cagle's scene, that's one of a lot of people's favorites there.
Oh, yeah. Buddy's talking about the fight on the round turn.
Yes, and Clytus is dead. Yeah.
Is Clytus dead?
Yeah, the Thunder's death is the best in that movie.
That's Ming's henchman.
Yeah,
Clytus on board. Splash is so good. In fact, guys, we were talking about this the other night with all these movies that were just being remade and redone. Did you guys know that Henry Cavill is they're doing Highlander? Right? They're calling it a reboot, not a remake. So there might not be a Kurgan, because I'm like, who in the F is going to replace Clancy Brown as a Kurgan? I'm sure they'll find somebody, but they might not do that route. Wes Cagle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but see, I don't know how do you replace Clancy Brown with anything? That guy's you
don't do it.
So
you just call it a reboot, not a remake,
right?
And you do something different. But he's also supposed to be. Oh, my bad.
Oh no, sorry, I forgot. The bear snuck in. Snort a bear. How are you tonight?
Yes,
good to see you. JPR, John is here. JPR PH1's here. Hey, good to see you. Answer is New Jersey. Well, come back. I got some very interesting news stories tonight for that.
Nice.
And Bowzette's here. Good to see you, Bowzette. So, as always, predicts how I think all these movies and reboots and remakes are going to fail. I mean, some are different. I think you got to be have kids and stuff like the Lilo and Stitch succeeded. The How to Train Your Dragon. I think they're the exceptions to the rule with these remakes and reboots.
Well, they're also trying to get Cavill into doing He-Man, Masters of the Universe, and Voltron in the next couple.
Well, but they won't. But they won't make him James Bond.
But they won't make him James Bond. Exactly.
And I don't know about him being James Bond. I'm not. You know what? After Sean Connery, there wasn't a James Bond until they got what's his name? Pierce Brosnan, and then after that, I was like, those are my two favorite James Bonds. I like Roger Moore, but he's a little goofy.
I liked Roger Moore. Of course, I love Sean Connery, but
Roger. You know what's funny is Roger Moore was my first James Bond I saw. So I'm like, this is cool. And when I went back to watch some of the other ones, I'm like, what the hell is it? It was weird at first, but Connery grew on me so much that I'm like, he is James Bond to me.
Well,
hey Gap, let me do real quick. Say hi to Gap. Gap says nuts Cagle Fallout. Oh. Dave C. Nuts Cagle Fallout. Dave Legatus. Yeah, that's it. Hello to everybody.
Don't let your nuts
Great
fall
to see
out.
you, guys. And
Throw 'em
yes,
all in one line.
it is late somewhere in the world. Okay,
Yes.
one of my guests is actually on a phone call. They got a good life event happening that's tied them up. They may not be able to make it, but it is late across the pond. You know, one of our guests was going to be there, so that's why I called it Late Night with Dadman and Friends. And any chance to use the wonderful graphic the missus made me. So, but yes, that's why. And if you, like Jess said earlier, like the song, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, it is late somewhere. All right, Dave, sorry, go ahead.
No, I don't want to see Cavill get burned out as this Pedro Pascal, because he's being, well, he's kind of a douche, if you know what I mean.
I didn't want to say it.
Well, I'll say it. I don't care. Dadman knows what I was getting ready to say. I mean, you can say it.
That's polite.
He can act the way he wants, but I don't want him to get burnt out. So they're stretching Voltron all the way out to like 2027, even if it gets made, right? Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to see him get that check while you can, dude. He's already 40.
You got to get it while it's hot, while you're in favor, while you got the looks and while the health is holding up.
But you don't want to get customer burnout as well.
No,
it's like if he's in everything and not Bond, because he's in shape. That dude is in just as much a shape as Daniel Craig.
Dude, I tell you, it's the one time that I ever looked at a guy's abs and said, okay, that was impressive.
Yeah, well, Daniel.
I mean, Craig, it was like
no. Him,
I mean,
right?
I remember Craig.
He was in top shape. And so
I think Craig is a douche too, but for different reasons with that. But I mean, but Cavill, seeing him was like, holy crap! No wonder these chicks like him so much. But I do agree with you, Pedro though too. Pedro, it's like Pedro. See, Pedro to me has more of a risk of burning out, becoming an annoyance because of all the off the camera crap he runs his mouth about. The other stuff he's getting stuck in. It's Reed Richards. My God, he should not be Reed Richards.
Mm-mm.
I mean, in any universe. And I'm not a Fantastic Four expert. It'd be like making me Sue Storm. Might as well, or make me Reed Richards. At 5'6".
I'd pay to see that. To see that.
But I would like the salary check from it. But the thing is like you overexposure, but you also got to have realistic roles. At least it seems like what Cavill's going, he's being selective. He's getting the roles where physically he fits in. If you did a Braveheart reboot, I could see him in that role where Mel Gibson possibly. I'm just I'm just saying. Yeah, I know, but
that's rough.
Would you like to see Pedro Pascal in that role? I mean, come on.
I'd like to see Pedro Pascal deported.
Well, Wes, I don't know if I want to see him as the Highlander, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't want to see Pedro in anything. I enjoyed some of his work in The Mandalorian. After that, he can just go away, please. Go away. Here's your money. Go away.
Yeah, see, I think he's one of those that I think is very overrated and appearing. Now, I did think he fit in well in one movie that I saw, which was Nick Cage, about the unbearably massive talent of Nick Cage.
Oh, God.
He fit in well with that because I like that movie. The missus and I liked that movie. We were entertained. Wes.
I'm sorry. It's just with Nick Cage. I think I've mentioned this before.
Yes, I know.
I will. If I see his name on the marquee, I will definitely not be seeing that film. The only film I've ever thought that he was any good in was Kick-Ass, and that role was tailor-made for him. Yeah. God, it was tailor-made for him. Good.
Well, you might not remember Raising Arizona when he was young.
No, you know what? He's terrible in that too.
Yeah,
he's awful in everything. He is awful. He is just awful. He was awful in his little cameo 2-second moment when he rolled out of the van in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He's been that bad all the way back then. He had no lines then.
Speaking of cameos, we always do the thing with Bill Paxton. We're talking about aliens.
Yeah.
He was somebody always invariably says this, that he was the only one that got killed by a Terminator, Predator, and an alien. You knew that.
Game over, man. Game over.
He's the best. He's the best part.
Put her in charge.
That's the line I like.
Of aliens. He is.
My God, that is such a clippable move.
It is.
Where is he? I've got him laying around.
By the way,
somewhere.
folks, also as a reminder, fellow Dave or Wes, if one of y'all can get Dave's channel link tomorrow, Dave will be doing a watch party. Let me make the screen large for you, Dave. Dave is doing a watch party tomorrow night at 9 p.m. of the movie Aliens.
There he is, right there. Hudson, look at that face.
Oh God, got the terror. Got the terror.
Yeah.
So, I guess you're now nuts, Cagle. West.
Well, you know, they tried to. I wonder how bad West would have been if they actually have gone through with Nicolas Cage being Superman. You guys knew that. Right?
Yes, I saw an image. In the Flash movie, I saw the image of Nicolas Cage in the Superman outfit with the hair flowing. Yes.
You know, I know. Cobby from Clobbering Times. He joked and he called the stuff, the newer stuff, Man of Stool. That would have been the Man of Stool, but it would have been the Man of Loose Stool.
Yes, diarrhea
with Nick Cage. Good Lord.
Well, we got 11 people like that, but hit that like button, sub, folks. We're on a march for 750. Share the channel out. We got great friends tonight. And by the way, Jess has a question for Nuts Cagle. So Wes doesn't like National Treasure, then I guess.
No.
Nope. I can tell you that. I just
no.
Wes twice.
No.
Tell us how you really feel, Wes Cagle. I mean, the people in New Jersey must be very, very shy.
I would vote to have Nicolas Cage have his citizenship revoked.
Gone in 60 seconds? Didn't like the car one?
That's a terrible franchise. I'm sorry. I mean, all those good, car movies. That's
by the way,
60 seconds is bad.
By the way, Wes, my kid won't even go on the ride with me at Universal because she said the ride was so bad that it's like don't. Yeah, but I will say this though. That was incredible. When I watched The Flash. Mrs. went with me to have some snacks, and we got to just enjoy some time together. But she went with me on it. But it was like, holy shit! They really did have Nicolas Cage in a Superman outfit. Of course, they did the hippie Nick Cage with the long hair. It wasn't like clean cut Clark Kent. It was long flowing hair Nick Cage from Con Air.
Oh, he had the Camaro T-top mullet rolling.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. All we needed was a wife beater Superman top with the S on it. You know.
The thing about Nick Cage is, he was a big dude. You know, he was into weights. You know, do you remember Joe Piscopo? Dadman?
Oh yeah.
Wes Cagle.
What am I? Funny like a clown to you?
Yeah. Joe Piscopo. It was Joe Piscopo, Nick Cage, and a couple guys back then. They were big, like heavy weightlifter type guys. I mean,
yeah. I think Piscopo was on the juice.
Yeah. Well, if there was juice, he was on.
A lot of people.
He was massive.
A lot of people were back then. But he said Bill Paxton, Lynch Hendrickson. I love Lynch Hendrickson too. Also in Near Dark. What was Near Dark?
That's a vampire movie, isn't it?
Yes. West. And the scene with Bill Paxton in the bar, he just goes off for about a couple of minutes talking. It's just like a diary. I don't know how you want to call it, but it's amazing. He's really, really good. Bill Paxton was awesome in that movie, in a vampire movie. But still, when he goes on this diary and in this, just I don't know, it's a couple of minutes at least, buddy. How long was that? Or whoever said that?
Yeah, because there's a link for tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, 9:00. Go over there and watch Aliens. I'm going to try to be there too if I can. Depends on where I am. So yeah, exactly. A great one.
Wait, is that Fallout Dave's link or my link, or did Fallout Dave do
that? Wait. Which one?
I gave the wrong link, didn't I?
Oh, my bad. Well, Fallout Dave's got a shout out too. You got
to go see Fallout Dave tomorrow night, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Buddy said The Death of Superman Lives: What Happened by John Schnepp documents the whole Nick Cage Superman event, because he also said that Superman had long hair in the comics at that time. See, I didn't know that. That's why I love having all you guys around to help me understand and get that knowledge, because to me it was like, why the hell would Superman have long hair?
He did have long hair for a while.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And thanks, Wes, for that. I appreciate it.
Gap says after this new Superman, you might wish Nicolas Cage was Superman. I'm sorry. I've got to say this. I know you. Sorry to you, your comic people and all this stuff, but I cannot get this damn Nathan Fillion image of the Guy Gardner Green Lantern out of my friggin' head. It's Dumb and Dumber. I am sorry. I know that that's a haircut, sort of in the art style, but it's just my brain cannot get past Jeff Daniels. Jim Carrey. When I see Green Lantern walking by with a bowl hair, allow me to just accept my ramblings as an old lunatic on that. I understand Guy Gardner's a thing. I just can't. Dave, help me. I mean,
you can't. Okay, so
there's no helping you, Dad. Man.
Yeah, you can't get over the haircut. You didn't know that Superman actually had long hair. That's cool.
No,
I almost forget about that sometimes. Yeah, he did. But the Guy Gardner thing, the thing about that is that actually was like his haircut terrible for when I met Guy Gardner in the comics. And well, Batman and Brave and the Bold animation. He's got the same terrible haircut as well. I just kind of knew it was going to be like that.
Why did they pick that particular Green Lantern?
Now that I have no idea.
Especially knowing people like me that don't know any better will get hung up on the haircut, because that is in the last 30 years. The one movie with that's popularized bowl cut haircuts like that was Dumb and Dumber, and I'm doing the best I can to get over it. By the way, Alaska Jeff is here.
Just stop, God.
Yeah.
You can't.
Okay. Just embrace it. Yeah. Okay.
Just embrace it. You can't. Guy Gardner haircut, and with you is just. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
I thought that was the Pete Rose haircut. That's all.
Oh,
now Fallout Dave said, in terms of getting specific, Superman's so invulnerable. How does he get his haircut? Well, guess what? He's in this case. I guess Nick Cage was. Samson in the Bible, he had the long hair. Then he gets his haircut. Then he loses his power. That's his kryptonite.
It's kryptonite scissors.
There you go. Hey Jeff.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh yeah, I saw that in the news about that. That guy got busted for some nasty stuff, but he actually looks like one of the villains in Despicable Me movies. It was like the guy with the bowl haircut and the orange jumpsuit. It was that was bizarre.
Oh God! And anytime somebody mentions that cartoon, the only thing I can ever think of is we'll give him the 21 fart gun salute. Every time.
Yeah, the chat's rolling. And before we get off the Big Trouble in Little China, this whole remake thing. I just mentioned like 3 of them from Cable just by himself. There's rumors. Don't quote me on this. I don't know. Somebody's talking about they're trying to redo the whole Indiana Jones thing over. And all it is replacement theory. And if you didn't know this, they actually tried to do Big Trouble in Little China as well. And if you don't believe me on this one, here, you can show my screen. And guess who was going to be Jack Burton?
Oh, that man kicked himself.
He kicked himself out. He went to share the stream, so it's just there he is.
You kicked yourself, didn't you?
Yourself,
I had to get myself composed. I had to get myself composed for the thought of. I mean, my God, they had the reboot with the last damn dysentery thing. And my wife, who goes watch every damn thing I want to, said, I'm not going to go. My wife said, I'm not going to go watch that shit. Specifically, she said that. She's like,
they canceled it, but show the screen so everybody can see it. So I'm not talking trash.
All right, I know, but oh God, see,
yeah, you know how I do, Dad. If I can't prove it, I'll say it.
I know. Hey, he comes with the evidence. It's his background. I'm going to get to Jeff's comment in a second, and then we're really going to have a blow up.
Yeah, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was going to be Jack Burton. And then a bunch of other people.
Talk about overexposure. He is the one before Henry Cavill, to me, that's so overexposed everywhere.
If you're going to reboot it, I say you do the king of reboots, Liam Neeson.
Well, what they do again here is they've canceled.
Please don't start with Liam Neeson. Don't start with Liam Neeson. He's going to ruin my Frank Drebin.
Well, he's doing Airplane, so you know,
what?
here we go.
Oh, Naked Gun. Yeah, Naked Gun. He's doing that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Naked Gun. My bad.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
and he's
Naked
horrible at it.
Well, it's there. I'm not going to go see it. They canceled this, but they didn't. It was not for the lack of trying because they couldn't do a remake. They wanted to continue it. See what I mean, Les?
Yeah, if you do a sequel, you can get Kurt Russell in. He's still doing films, man.
Why couldn't exactly? Well, apparently he had a couple of conditions and stuff. I need to read more about it, but once I knew they canceled it, I was done with it. But I throw this out there every now and then to remind people: if you think it's bad now with all the remakes, you might not have caught on all the ones they canceled.
Yeah. Well, they're out of ideas. So.
Yeah. That's what's so bad, and that's what a lot of people have gotten back to. It's creative bankruptcy. They don't have. Hey, Snorty's still here. Yay! But
Alaska Jeff. Hey, Alaska.
They're out of ideas, and to Jeff's point here, they might as well reboot Star Wars. You know, they pissed on the memory, they pissed on the expanded universe, everything else. What George Lucas' Star Wars really was. You might as well reboot Star Wars. And the problem I have with Indiana Jones is freaking I'm speechless. Hey, my God, let's have freaking Darth Maul as the goddamn emperor from now on. Okay? Yes, I'm sorry for the profanity. But
let it roll.
Darth Maul pisses me off. If Disney wants to do this, go ahead and have Darth Maul be the one that killed Palpatine to ascend to the Emperor, and then he converts Vader, and then if Darth Maul is so damn popular, so damn powerful, doing things that major Sith Lords never did before, in the course of the eons of the galaxy, like being able to transfer into a body and still live based on their hatred for somebody, and then get crab legs, and then. Sorry, this bothers me when I see this. The fact that some movies. Go ahead and reboot every Casablanca if they haven't done it. Go ahead and replace every single friggin' movie. Yes.
Yeah, and they
go ahead and explain. What do you mean by replacement theory? Go ahead and specifically define.
Okay, so you take a generations. Theory. You look at what Alien, Jaws. Alien is 46. I don't remember now. Jaws is 50. Big Trouble in Little China is 46 or 49 or whatever we said. There's a bunch of others that came out this week. There was another one that came out that was, oh my God, that one too the birthday was today, 48 years old. All they're doing, and I'm not going to go, but you've got me fired up now, man.
Go ahead.
So it's like, it's just really kind of hitting me. They're just like, one, they're running out of ideas. Two, they're just trying to get cash grabs and throwing all kinds of, I don't want to get into all the replacement characters because you know how I feel about Starbuck and Battlestar Galactica.
Yep.
Oh, we're on the same page then.
Oh, yeah. And not to say that it wasn't good, but I draw the line with that. So it's just all replacement. They want the generations now. You're talking decades, 4 decades. And Jaws is 5. Your grandkids, not your kids, but your grandkids, they want to replace all of that with the way they want to do it. And in some cases, it could be okay. You can change it up a little bit here and there. And I'm not saying that, but what they've done, and we can talk about it. Everybody talks about it, but that's what it is. They're trying to replace all of that with the way they want to do it. And F you if you don't like it, right? Call it all kinds of names and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Look what I didn't even watch this show. I don't even watch a lot of shows. Deadpool and Wolverine was the last movie. And because Godzilla -1 is in its own universe. It's in its own universe on how to make a movie, especially a monster movie or something like that.
Well, listen, with as far as them doing, if you want to see an absolute masterclass on how to take a beloved franchise, a beloved classic, and remake it, Star Blazers, Battleship Yamato, Space Battleship Yamato came out in 1974. They did in 2013. They did a complete. Not the live action movie. The live action movie's a little weak. They redid the animated version, a series called Space Battleship Yamato 2199, and it is a masterclass in how to reboot. Well, not reboot, but do a remake of a beloved franchise. the biggest criticism was always that Nova was the only, well, not Nova, Yuki Mori. We know her as Nova Forrester, but in America, but her character was the only female character. Well, guess what? In the new version, there is a ton of female characters. Not a single one was a supplanting of an original male character. They were new additions, and they were put in seamlessly. And they are some of the best characters too in the remake.
Right. Okay.
And,
right. Exactly.
I used to have the
go
original.
Ahead, but yeah, go ahead, Dave.
So, I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
I had to boot him for a second. He look what he did very subtly. You son of a gun.
No, I had the original Star Blazers, and now I kind of want it back. And then I had the movies as well, and I had it in a box set still wrapped up, but I had to watch the original series, and now I kind of wish I want to go back and see what Wes is talking about. I watched the live action one; it was pretty good. I mean, it was
all right. Like, the trouble is that they replaced, I forget which character, one of the characters they replaced. I think it was Wildstar. They made him. No, maybe it wasn't her. They made one of the main male characters into a girl again.
Yeah,
in the movie, in the live action one.
Yeah, and Dadman, you might know about this. There's just rumors. Hollywood's trying to get their grubby hands on anime now.
Yep.
And, Wes, you know what I'm talking about. They're talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. They're talking about doing all kinds of different things and making them live. You saw what Netflix did to Cowboy Bebop. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
It was an absolute disaster. Yeah. And if you liked it out there, that's okay. If you liked it, I didn't watch it. Like I said, I'll tell you.
Well, we've seen the recent reboots of just other animated movies that they keep doing. They made from anime to live action. So it's just a trend. But again, we were talking about the imagination desert that's there. I mean, cash and easy cash grabs, because some of them have built-in established followings. Yep. It's easier than trying to actually come up with something new, design and creative. I want to go back just a half a second because I went off on a rampage and lost my thought about the Darth Maul and Star Wars.
Well, it was good.
But like Dave, like Jeff said, is that there's some controversy of will we ever get to see the original cut? Do they really have it? Does it not? I'd love to see them put the original movie out in the theater again as it was originally done, and things like that. But Balzette said something earlier in the chat that they've already rebooted it with the last 3 movies, and I think that's a very true statement, because we had a Force Awakens, which was everybody, even Star Wars fans that did like it. Yeah, it's A New Hope again. It's the first one again. Then we get all the other crap after that. So that made a very good point with that. It was that they did it and they snuck it in on a lot of people, but then except for the people that really are like, hey, wait, we invested 30 years of our life into this, between buying the toys, the comics, the books, and then be told that there's no source material.
That's what gets us pissed off. It's like when they start saying that, and they're just trolling us.
Yeah.
To replace it. So then they call you names and all kinds of stuff.
And that's where I personally struggle with it. I like Star Wars still. I like deals. I still have good memories and stuff like that. And I wanted to support and bring it along, but I can't watch the new stuff anymore. I've done The Mandalorian a few times. I did watch Rise of Skywalker just to laugh at it. Listen, you've been proud of me. In Solo movie, my oldest kid had to slap me and like, Dad, sit down, be quiet. Because I started yelling at the damn screen when Darth Maul showed up. And then when Darth Maul flipped on the red lightsaber, I'm like, geez, this is bullshit. What is it? Who came up with this? I mean, you talking out loud on the screen, and they're like, Dad, be quiet. There are people there. What? I said, like 3 up there and 2 back there. I mean, Star Wars should have friggin' full theaters.
Oh God, Dadman, show us on the doll where Darth Maul touched you.
Son of a bitch!
My
even looked at me,
Oh God!
But see, that's the level of hate. That's the level of hurt and disappointment I have with it, really, because I want to support it. I wanted to support it, but you can't when they go that bad. And to hear not just Star Wars, that now, I mean, my God, Indiana Jones too. Just come up with new archaeological adventures. Just
pull it up. A bunch of people are talking about it. That's the rumor going around now. Is they're going to redo all of it, just like I'm saying.
Let me get back to there. Sorry, I think I missed it. No. I did want to hit one though. Gap said though about Romulus. You liked it too, though, right?
Me?
Yeah, didn't you?
Oh no, I hated Romulus.
You had Romulus. Okay, all right.
And there's a reason why.
Okay.
I mean, there's specific
but Gap liked
reasons
it,
why.
and like we said, like Dave said, if you like stuff, like it, watch it. Everything else, we're here just having our time, rant, rave, and opinions, and we got 20 people watching us. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for liking and subscribing. I'll go on a rants all night if people keep watching. So.
Well, there's just scenes in there that they, instead of being an homage scenes, they blatantly stole them from all the other movies, try to mash them in with a bunch of kids running around doing this and doing that out in space. And it's just
real quick. Let me jump in here real. Bowsette, Castlevania. Yes, Mrs. tried to watch that as a late night insomnia thing. I believe it was Castlevania, and she quit watching it after the first season.
I like the second season. That's it. Third season is shit.
Yeah, I think she made it maybe two seasons, but yeah, that type of thing with that.
I didn't know there was a show for that. I only know the video game for Castlevania.
They did just How to Train Dave C. Wow, have they got a movie about you? Yeah, I imagine someone modded Spider Darth Maul as the final boss of Doom.
Oh God, you know what? I'm gonna write to Epic Games. I'm demanding a skin of Spider Darth Maul.
Yeah, I want to get Dave's thought on what Buddy said right here in a second when he comes back. But Jeff said, never sell your IP. Lucas didn't know what Disney would do, but the warning signs were there. Yeah, they purposely, I mean, he looked back later and he called them the white slavers and then different things. And
but $7 billion, it was a $7 billion. $7 billion is hard to turn down, man. Yeah.
Yeah, how can you say no to that kind of money? Although, but yes. Let me go ahead and get caught up with this. Dave retconned Star Wars. The point was just a shadow. Yep, and of what it was and should have been. Yeah, exactly, buddy. And see, that's why it gives me hope that even youngsters see that, because to me, what they failed to realize, Star Wars was about the Skywalker bloodline. Period. Yeah. You can have your Rey, you can have your side characters, all that you want, but you said that one show, Wes, where they put new characters in and they integrated them seamlessly.
Yes.
They could have expanded after the Return of the Jedi with the older characters, bringing new characters in, even if they didn't want to use the grandkids and stuff like that, but bring them together in a form. But we had to have another rebellion was not bad, because they did struggle with the Imperial remnants at times and stuff. But introduce a new real enemy like the Yuuzhan Vong or something exterior that most people didn't know about. Create new characters that come in with Han, Luke, and Leia together and more. Instead of, we got another broken up marriage in Hollywood. We can't have that again. We can't have a marriage that lasts. And if you read the expanded universe, Han and Leia had a rough marriage, but they loved each other. And that family went through a lot of crap together and stayed together. And he was one of the, and he needs to read a book, because that Han Solo was a very deep, complicated character once you got to understand how their life was. His loss of Chewbacca was traumatic. I mean, it's where it was
you're right.
There's just so much there too. And Bowsette, they did that to Castlevania. Mrs. agrees.
I agree too. I couldn't find them. I think I took them out and just put them somewhere. I had the seasons, and I won't even rewatch the third one. I'll just watch the first one or the second one.
Yeah, no. When we were talking about, on your point, Dadman, with bringing in new characters, we expected a passing of the baton with the Disney sequels. We expected to see the original three biggies from Luke, Han, and Leia. And we expected them to be passing the baton, even, passing away, if that's fine. Unfortunately, what we got was, and this is indicative of Hollywood, we got the degradation and the belittling of the two male characters. And the only one that was uplifted to godlike status was Leia, because she's a woman. So
Well, but then again, Princess Leia deserved that because Princess Leia was an extraordinary character, strong in many, many ways. But what they did, they gave us, you know who they gave us, West? Purple hair lady, Admiral Holdo, remember?
Dern. And I liked Laura Dern for the longest time. I hated her after that movie.
I've only seen those movies once. And
that's third all
one,
they're worth.
The third one was years later, and I got it on streaming because I just did a free 7-day thing, which I love doing. I tell people, just do the 7-day free thing, binge, and then drop that shit.
The Last Jedi was like, they killed Snoke like halfway through the movie. And I'm like, what the hell did y'all just do? He's your big baddie. You killed him off now? It was like, and then the fight scenes were so bad. You could see where the Sith trooper or the guards up there were like leaving.
They were waiting their turn.
They were waiting their turn to strike so that she could deflect them. Oh yeah! Don't forget we got the movie. We got the movie that gives us "I'm Mary Poppins," y'all. Oh, that was Guardians of the Galaxy. But I'm watching that scene and I'm screaming that out in the theater. Yep. And Mrs. is like, "Shut up!" But.
Yep. No. I actually listen. It's not. I know it's a soft reboot of A New Hope, and people criticize it. And yes, Han. The way Han. I don't have a problem with Han dying. As a matter of fact, I expected it, but I wanted it to be a heroic death. That was bad. Yes. But I liked The Force Awakens, and I liked Rogue One. Everything else that Disney has touched in that franchise is garbage.
I liked season 1 of Mandalorian. Mandalorian, God.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah,
no, Mandalorian is somebody we play Fortnite with, West. I'm saying Mandalorian, not Mandalorian. But the Mandalorian season 1, I loved seeing an IG droid in real action because we didn't get that.
IG-88.
IG
the
IG-15. But I loved IG-88 and Empire, but we never got to see it because they couldn't do it with the technology at the time. But I love that. So they did some good things with Mandalorian.
You're right.
It just, the problem I had even with that was we ended up with Uncle Jake Skywalker, you know? Even though he was so good at the end of season 2, we still know where it all ends up. But
that ending of season 2 was really great.
Yeah, but let's be positive for a moment, okay? Well, let's get the negative. Buddy's got some positivity out there. I want to get there. Yes, I agree. He died like an idiot. Yeah. Exactly. And they kept firing the writers and directors because, except they got Rian Johnson. When they did that, they let him do his own thing, and then he went off, and then the third guy was screwed. They wouldn't let him go and trying to save it, and so we got Jar Jar back. Alaska Jeff, why do you say this? Alaska Jeff would argue that Rogue One was worse than you remember. Now, I will tell you,
just answering
one of the problems that I had with Rogue One, not necessarily a problem, but it was a difference to me. I'm used to the cartoonish, like the sort of soft fake violence from the 70s and 80s of the original movies. You know, bang, bang, pew, pew, they fall down. Rogue One was very graphic, for a Star Wars movie. Was the first time I saw that kind of violence, that kind of reality in the battle scenes, which was really interesting to me, which was a big difference for me. Did y'all pick up on that?
Yeah, well, the action was a lot. I mean, there was, how many battle scenes were in that?
yeah. It was a lot more action than the original 3.
Almost too many, because I like Donnie Yen. He's a great martial art guy.
That was a good start to move. I'm just curious because there are a lot of people that will pick Rogue One. I've actually heard it argued that the ending scene with Darth Vader on the coming aboard,
good scene,
was a good scene, but defied canon. I'm not sure how to explain it, but that threw things out of the timeline. Of course, we had the fact the planes were actually stolen by other spies, by other. The Bothans were in Return of the Jedi. No, but Kyle Katarn or somebody else. There was somebody in Expanded Universe that was responsible for doing it, but they created 2 new characters, which, maybe a case where we can slide a few new characters in for first of it. Dave did say about the first 2 seasons, so all right, so that's too funny. Jeff said Rogue One was foundation of retconning the story. Changes in many ways. Action was good. Story sucked. See, and I've heard many people argue that point is that what it did is it laid the foundation for changing other things in the timeline for down the road. But I agree, as a standalone movie by itself, I liked it, and you know, and like I said, there's other people don't like certain things. They don't like certain movies. See, Buddy doesn't like the Vader scene because it does ruin a few things, and like I said, I've heard that argued too. So,
I don't mind the Vader scene. I'm cool with it.
But see, then Jess has an argument that Rogue One makes Leia seem more of a badass at the start of A New Hope, because when she says, "I have no idea what you're talking about," even though you followed my ship leaving the battle. That is interesting. Yes.
I don't know. I have no idea.
But you really would like to watch both of those back to back, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
that would be interesting.
Think yourself a double feature and watch them back to back. And I know some people absolutely hate Rogue One. Some people liked it. I liked it. Just a couple little things.
I like it a lot. As a matter of fact, I put it ahead of Attack of the Clones. Absolutely.
Oh God, anything could.
I actually put it ahead of Phantom Menace.
Almost anything could be ahead of Attack of the Clones, except the Disney prequel trilogy. Look, my kid was 2.5 years old. Watched that 2.5 hour Attack of the Clones in the theater twice. But the second time, even the kid was like, at 2.5, was like, "Dad, when are they going to quit romancing and start fighting again?" We're like, "Please."
Well, it's that from you, Dadman.
Dadman gets everywhere.
Yeah, if there's no pew pew in it, Dadman's gone.
Snort says, "What, Leia? Why did you pull me over? Was I speeding?" Well, I want to get on some positive stuff too. I think Buddy brought some stuff up earlier, and
I'm positive that Rogue One, that Attack of the Clones was bad.
Yeah. Oh, it was. It was bad. Even the battle scenes didn't save it for me. And I got lost in all the cameoing clone crap too.
The best thing that ever came out of Attack of the Clones was all the memes that we got, the templates from with Anakin and Padme.
Oh yeah. We still, those memes live forever. It's hilarious. So, okay. I think you stepped away, Dave. I started this one earlier because a while back. Buddy said 2010 movie had Yuki Mori as a female Black Tiger Squadron leader instead of Kato Conroy. Do you know? I don't know if we were saying something about this at the point, but I did not know how to respond on this one.
This is Star Blazers.
Okay, Star Blazers.
I think, yeah, right. Wes, Black Tiger Squadron.
Oh, from
right, buddy?
Space Battleship Yamato. Yeah, they were the Black Tigers. Yeah,
I say Star Blazers because I get the original.
Oh yeah,
the original say Star Blazers. Now it's Spaceship Battle Yamato.
I've always, I watched it in 1974 when I was a little kid, and so it was always Star Blazers until I started watching, the Japanese version of all these things. Then I started, same thing with Speed Racer. I call it, Mach Go Go Go, and in Battle of Planets is Space Science Ninja Team Gotcha.
I got that. I need to get the missus to show me how to hook it up and have a watch party. I've got the Gotcha Man series, the real ones.
Yeah.
So, which is another topic to talk about Western censors, though. But go ahead.
That's another thing. You watch the Japanese version of all these things. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Spoiler. I'm watching the Japanese version of Star Blazers. I'm like, oh my god, everybody dies. What the hell? I was a kid. I'm like, I didn't realize this. Nobody kicked the bucket in that movie.
No, I know. Well, see, I can't say Yamato because I keep thinking of World War II in the battleship. That's too much.
Oh, Yamato, yeah.
So, all right. Buddy also said, see, this the How to Train Your Dragon was good. Not great like the animated, but good enough for new viewers of the IP to be entertained. And especially they're rolling out with the opening of Epic Universe 2. Not all these live action remakes are bad. But you also feel like, what's the point of money grab creative? But hey, if you like it, you like it, and not all are bad. They could be good. They could be entertaining. And you can still be critical of the remake and go watch it if you like it. I think how do you go watch a movie that you know how it's going to end again? That's the thing I got sometimes. But then Buddy says they should do a somewhat faithful adaptation of the Dragonlance novels. I have no familiarity with Dragonlance. Do y'all?
Not the Dragonlance ones.
Yeah.
No. You might need Ironcaster for that. He probably could tell you.
Is that the only Dragonlance I know is the the part of Dungeons and Dragons world.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay. I just didn't know if y'all did. Because I don't have a clue with that one though. But Buddy said Rogue One is okay. Don't like the end. The original version, the Knicks was probably better. They always all the time. Oh, the strategical ripping of the out. Yeah. Oh yeah, Boar Gauntlet. Yeah, that was like.
Yeah, you know what? The only problem I had with the Boar Gauntlet, they said that it tends to make the person lose their mind. How come the pilot didn't lose his mind?
Oh yeah, he didn't. He stayed. He recovered even if he got. Anyway, it's. We're asking questions. That's the problem, you know.
Yeah, don't ask questions. Just give us your money and watch what we show you, monkeys.
Treat it like MS23K. Just sit back and relax, you know. Jess said all the great costumes in Attack of the Clones and all Fortnite gave Padme was the white suit. It's ignoring all the looks in episodes 1-3. Yeah, exactly. Padme had so many other looks as the queen or as the senator. Yep.
Well, Padme did look good in Clones. So
a lot of death and destruction in Japanese versions. Yeah, but also back in the 70s, like when Battle of the Planets was here, I did not know that till my kid told me a few years ago. We were talking about it. I'm like, what? But Zoltar
is a woman.
It was ambiguous, and it's like, and it was like a big thing over here. And
well, why
we got 7 Zark 7 because it was to fill time or for something else that they were cutting out
to get rid of all the violence. Yeah. Well, why do you think Zoltan had lipstick on all the time?
I just thought he had red lips. See, as a kid, I'd never even thought about stuff like that.
We didn't think about.
We just friggin' watched something and.
Well, I'm from Jersey, so we're deviants. So
yeah, where you are. Well, hey, the Bear's asking how old was Padme in Phantom Menace and how old was Anakin? Could you say groomer? Well, the Queen technically, I think Padme was about 13.
And he was 9.
9. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were a few years apart. It was like a teenage, middle school romance type thing, but yeah, it was kind of weird to have them that young. So
she was so taller than him. It just the age difference looked a lot larger than it was. It's supposed to be, right?
Yeah. Well, let's change the subject since Gap wants to. It's okay. Photograph of the Thing from Fantastic Four has a beard.
Yeah, he has a beard, and Mark D covered this the other day. In the comics, he has a beard in the comics, but here we go again for you, Dadman. It was only like a very small, limited type of thing. And here they've got him running around, and all of a sudden he's got a damn beard.
See,
so if you're making movies, look, we put it in there. See,
if you're making movies that are supposed to be open to the general public, not just for specific subsets of a fandom, why wouldn't you go with the generally more common appearance and treatments with these characters than picking up the Thing has a beard, or Reed Richards doesn't look like Reed Richards now with his scrubble and stuff, or salad bowl haircut Dumb and Dumber Guy Gardner. I mean, why not pick Green Lantern that's Hal Jordan, or one of the others that's wearing the real Green Lantern suit that people can, relate to? But that's just me.
Yeah, it's really weird because Mark had to cover it in the comic book. Apparently, that Grin actually ages finally. He doesn't age like us. He's really, really old. We were all gone by then. So that's when he had the beard. So why they would put it in here, no clue. I mean, we'll have to go see it, I guess. There's just no clue as to why you would have a beard unless he got really, really old. And this movie's actually set back a few decades, right? It's retro.
Yeah, but he's rock now. I mean, he's literally rock. How does facial hair grow from a rock?
Oh, yeah. I think Buddy's also talking about Gotcha Man too. Also, robots, androids, droids instead of humans and aliens getting deleted, or maybe that's another.
Oh yeah, they said all the soldiers, all the soldiers in the green uniforms from Spectra. Yeah. They said they were robots. In the American version, yeah.
Right. Now, shall we set Dave off? Yeah, let's set Dave off. Jess actually said, would we set off West? I'm not asking Dave, and I meant West, damn it. It was a long week last week. I'm still trying to recover from last week.
You didn't say Fallout, Dave, this time.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, exactly.
You can't set me off about talking about D&D. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since 1979.
What about the movie though?
I love it.
Did you see the movie? But the movie,
not the movie. I've watched the cartoon, and from what I saw from the clips from the movie, it looked okay, but there was a few red flags right off the bat from the live movie. They changed some things. I'm like, the Cavalier. I think if I'm not mistaken, the Cavalier is wrong. There was a couple things that were wrong. They had the thief. She's supposed to be a redheaded girl, and she's not anymore. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the trailers again, but I think there was a few things I'm going, you got it wrong, you got it wrong, you got it wrong.
Is this a new one or the old?
Yeah, it's a live action version of the cartoon from the 80s.
From the cartoon, okay. It's not a remake of the other one.
But did it come out last year, though? I think it was in the last 2 years, right?
Well, Gap, playing D&D since 79 is not what makes me nuts. It's living in Jersey all my life.
And staying there, yes. Yeah. Well, one day the door is open for you to come to Florida.
Come to Florida, man. Yeah.
Yes.
Central North
my
Florida.
brother down there, so.
Exactly. Yeah. Can't wait for you to visit down here again. We'll have to get together. Actually, Dave has actually visited us once.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Dave has all the super secret intel on everybody and everything everywhere, so.
Well, if next time I'm down there, I'm definitely visiting the I want to tour Alligator Alcatraz. So
okay, well, we got the alligator farm in St. Augustine. That's about the closest thing we got.
Nice.
And people have actually gone in there drunk.
Well, it's Florida, so
yeah. They got bit. Yeah, exactly. They got
not smart.
No, not. We got a Waffle House.
Yeah. Well, there's one like 2 miles down the road.
Oh gosh,
those are out on 52, man.
I don't need Waffle House at 2:00 in the morning. I just got to go, into the streets of either New Brunswick, Patterson, any place in New Jersey in the middle of the night, and then I'll see chaos.
So you got some White Castle up there, right? Or Steak and Shake?
Oh yeah, White Castle. Yeah, no, there is a couple White Castles still. Yeah.
Oh hey, speaking of Ironheart. Man, boy, Chicago really had a product placement with White Castle and that episode with the girls fighting each other. And God, it was like White Castle here, White Castle there. Everything was White Castle for about half the episode. You
watched this. You actually watched this.
Yes, I did. And I'm going to tell you why I did. I did
the show,
because
man. You're a YouTuber.
Lorena did a channel watch party last night. And so she's like, I don't want to watch this. And I'm in her chat saying, go ahead, Lorena. Well, we watched the first 3 episodes. She did. Yeah. She watched she watched the first 3 episodes the previous week. And I'm like, I put in the chat, hey, aren't we going to watch the next 3? And she's like, I really don't want to watch it. But she's like, sure, I'll put it in the background and work.
I think I saw her ex on that. And she did not like it.
No, exactly. It was the commercials that kept coming through had more energy than the show. It was like you're like, what the? You truly are. What the hell am I watching? Why? Like I said, I watched it only because it was a fun hangout time, and and it was good. I enjoyed the company, and really we had it like our own MST3K of it, And
but you're gonna watch the whole series on your own?
Oh God, no! There's no way you could, dude. I was falling asleep myself. It's like if it wasn't for her and everybody making comments and stuff, it was like, oh man. So, by the way, Snortapoopas said he was disappointed the last White Castle he went to. Last one we went was in Kentucky. But hey, I got a couple memes from the other night. Since Dave's here and since we got the throwdown about the Waffle House, we're going to talk a little bit about Steak and Shake, I think, in a minute. So let's see about those in White Castle. But since Waffle House came up, we're going to hit that a little bit too. Let's see. Let's see. Iron Shite. I like that. Okay. But hey, you mentioned it. I think you mentioned it, Dave, or Fallout Dave mentioned too many damn Daves. Anyway, all right. I used to have 4 Johns around the office. It's like crap. And one was the boss. Okay, here we go. All right. Here's one. for you. Don't call yourself an American if you've never been shit-faced at a Waffle House at 3 a.m.
Yep. That's true.
And Mrs. and I will tell you about the story where we were in there probably 2 a.m. one night, or maybe it's a little bit before, but it was after midnight. This dude was just sitting, like, doing weird things at the table where he was. Then he disappeared for half an hour. I tried to go to the bathroom twice, and it was door locked the whole time. So then about half an hour, he comes out. I think he gets his stuff and leaves. Well, I go use the restroom. There's blood on the toilet, the sink. And I'm like, I just did. You know how Homer Simpson backs up into the bush? I just stopped. I let go of the door and just backed up out. I was like, nope.
I think he was trying to mainline something there.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, exactly. So,
yeah, well, we've got the IHOPs too, right, guys?
Jeff, you got to cut. Next time you come down, we'll take you to a Waffle House. All right, you got to at least go to one. So, Jeff says I don't get shit faced. I don't have a Waffle House.
You're good. That's a good way to be.
Yes, exactly. But I tell you what, they we have huddle houses too and stuff like that, and we have the IHOP and the Denny's too.
I've got all of those here except White Castle. I was thinking of Long John Silver's the other day, the chicken planks and the hush puppies.
I loved I love their fish and I love their chicken planks. Long John Silver's, but we don't have any up here. I think there's some still in Orlando, but
I think there's one down here in Tampa. Dadman, I'm not sure. It's somewhere around here.
Well, I know
it's not close.
Yeah. Well, the ones that I've seen have now become like, those how they're combined with other restaurants like Taco Bell or whatever. I don't know if there's any standalone.
KFC/Taco Bell.
Here's another one too. Yeah, here's another one we got here. If this is your first night at Waffle House, you have to fight.
That's great. Like all the bar stools are, cemented.
Oh
yeah.
You can't rip those off the floor and throw them. But
nailed. Yeah, they got nailed to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We like sitting at the counter watching them cook the food itself. I guess the new Dungeons and Dragons didn't have Dungeon Master or Avenger, and the kids are not transported there. Oh, interesting. So.
Yeah, see, I could have sworn I had seen a trailer where it was done exactly like the opening of the 80s cartoon, but as I answered, buddy, it may have been a fan-made trailer. My mind is not what it once was, so I get confused easy. So.
Well, still, Gap says you're very knowledgeable out of a variety of topics. So Corey will only eat, I guess, at Long John Silver's if there's a standalone one. I understand that too. Yeah. So Buddy's not aware of a new one. So I do miss Long John Silver. I truly do. We got Captain D's everywhere, but their chicken tenders are just chicken tenders. They're not chicken planks.
Why would you go? Why would you go to a fish place and get chicken?
Because the chicken is that damn good, though, Wes. Chicken planks.
Oh my God, they're so good, dude. Sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Dave. Because they are different. They are not just like chicken tenders you get anywhere. Yeah. They're like true, like chicken breast strips. I mean, they're like eating real chicken, not processed chicken. Dave, is that a good description on that?
Yeah, we got to get it with the coleslaw and the hush puppies.
I mean, I'd get their chicken before. I'd get the chicken without the fish if I could.
Hush puppies.
Yeah, you get the combo basket, like 3 pieces each, right? With coleslaw.
Yeah, I do. That is so. God, we're talking food. So
yeah, Corey, a Waffle House right down me is a standalone, but they charge like I wanted to get to go. They want to charge 20% for a to go.
Well, that's because they know nobody wants to come sit down in their store.
Yeah.
Ours has a 10% fee for to go items, and if you gotta be careful, you can't order to go while you're sitting there either, because they'll charge you that 10% like that. You've got to make sure.
You know what?
You can ask for a to go box.
Well,
and then also on the call-in orders and the to go orders, they automatically charge you a 10% tip for the staff.
Here's my solution. I'm going in, I'm sitting down, I'm ordering. When the food comes out, I'm packing it up and I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And I'm leaving the money.
I agree. Corey said they got one with AW. Stay there. The one standing only about 20 miles. The A&W combined ones, but see, that's Pizza Hut does that with KFC.
Yeah. See, we don't have A&W here in Jersey.
Times, so yeah,
we got Stewart's.
Yes. I know this one. That's the I've been to that White Castle. I used to live in the Highlands in Louisville, over on Bardstown Road and Eastern Parkway.
Oh wow!
Oh,
so I've actually been to that.
Well, let's talk about this with fast food franchises too, though. Like he said, Crystal was a downer too. It's gone now. In our part of Florida, a lot of the Crystals used to be almost as numerous as Waffle Houses, and of course, there's also the bar food place late at night. But they've shut down a lot of the Crystals around here. Dave, have you noticed that where you are? And hey,
I haven't seen any Crystals around here. I've got everything pretty much except the White Castle, because Steak and Shake is down here, and the Long John Silver's. I think there's one around Tampa somewhere.
Well,
other than that, I've got all, you name it. It's within all toward the beach area. You know what I mean? That side toward the.
One of the common things that I'm seeing on YouTube and a lot of places with the different channels is they're talking about the threat with the economy, with inflation, with prices and stuff, that a lot of these fast food chains and even some of the sit down restaurants are facing so much of financial challenges right now that a lot of them are on the brink of shutting down, or at least bankrupted to reorganize and things like that. Crystal has had a lot of franchises shut down here locally in a while. We lost all of our sit down Bojangles restaurants. And it's like there are different channels had different things about franchises. Red Lobster just declared bankruptcy last year, but they're reorganizing. They shut a lot down, left a lot open. But I mean, but then again, you look at the minimum wage in a lot of states and stuff like that. I mean, you get 12, 13 bucks for a normal. Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
You can only have so many restaurants on an exit.
Yeah.
I know.
And you can only have so many restaurants next to the hotels that are all by the exit.
Yeah. No,
that's how we tell everybody where you live in Jersey. They ask, you said what area in Kentucky were you from? In Jersey, we say, where are you from? When we say I live in Jersey. Oh, really? What exit?
What exit? It's I've heard by the Waffle House.
I've heard North, Central, and South. It's like there are three different states in New Jersey.
Well, because the turnpike and the parkway run completely the length of the state. It's always what exit? What exit are you from?
Yeah. We used to have a Piggly Wiggly out in the sticks when we lived in Louisville. That we had the farm as well, and then I think it was between our house in Louisville. I used to hang out over in Bardstown as well. So I don't know. That's all for Snorter Poop. He'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There was a Piggly Wiggly on the side. And then he's like, you take this road, and if you see Piggly Wiggly on your left, you're going the right way. Just keep going.
Cool.
Well, I will tell go ahead, Wes.
The only place I've ever seen a Piggly Wiggly is in Close Encounters.
Oh, God.
That's the only reason I know what that is.
When we go visit our family, the Mrs. family in the Panhandle, there are a Piggly Wiggly in Dufina and a Piggly Wiggly up in Florala, so in Alabama. So Piggly Wigglies, they are there. Alabama. Now, see, I wonder if Snort would agree about this anti-well meat stuff, because Jeff said he was sick for 2 days after eating well last week.
Ooh.
So it's like, man.
Undercooked, maybe? Or was it just...
I don't know, oily, I think, but okay. I got that, buddy. I'll send that to West after we're done. That would be interesting. So, Red Robin. See, now Corey,
we used to have a lot of them in Jersey. They all shut down though.
Corey got sick got sick last time it ate at Red Robin. Now, see, we went to Red Robin in Florence, Kentucky. They did that one in Florence, Kentucky was awesome. The food was good, and they brought the root beer floats were solid, and they kept them full and all. We get back town, we get Red Robin town. It's like you get 2 refillable root beer floats because they wouldn't come around. It was horrible service and everything. So, really, really, really. So, Snorter Poopus, we'll take your whale meat, Jeff, if you have it next time. So,
hey, David, go put. This is insane with the Kentucky people here. Go to Corey Cochran, Danville. I've been to Danville. In fact, you want to hear some crazy shit? Danville had a twin cinemas when I was very young. When did Star Wars come out? 77?
77. Yep.
I remember my mom taking me to the Danville Twin Cinemas to see Star Wars, my first movie that I can ever remember. Then I remember Alien and The Fog. I remember that. But I went to that Danville Twin Cinemas to see that with my mom, dude. How crazy is this shit tonight?
Yeah. Yep. I find that all the time when you're talking on a stream that somebody in the chat will say something from your hometown. You're like, I remember that.
Yeah, well, Corey, that I went to Spring. I lived in Marion County, Kentucky, but my stepdad was the registrar for St. Catherine College Junior College over in Washington County. So I wound up going to high school over there, and so he might know these areas. Marion is pretty much the central part of the state, so they know I'm telling the truth.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, anybody who's actually from an area you're talking about, when you mention little details, they know whether you're telling the truth or not. They know,
if they know about the Piggly Wiggly out there, they know I'm telling the damn truth. So when marijuana was a big thing back in the 80s, my stepdad had a John Deere tractor. We left Florida because they wanted my mom and remarried. They wanted a farm. So I got pulled from North Miami to the sticks, which was great because I got city life and I got country life. But they had one time they had the helicopter was following him around to see what he was up to. He came back to me, damn helicopter's following me around. I was like, what? He told me, I think they think I'm out here growing weed or something.
God, that's like in Goodfellas.
Kentucky was the mainstay back in the day, man. Kentucky, Tennessee. And my stepdad actually had real Kentucky moonshine. He had about that much in a mason jar. And he goes, I'll let you put a little on your finger and taste, just I never tried it. I never had any inclination to even try that stuff, man. It was gasoline.
That's all. You want to try some? Just go to the liquor store. You can buy some Everclear right off the shelf. It's pretty much 190 proof.
Well, I've heard of Everclear though.
It's disgusting. Don't drink it.
I've heard of Everclear.
That's the stuff that we used to play a game called 3-Man, and anytime it's a dice game and you throw the dice and things happen. If you throw the dice and it goes off the table, there's a shot of Everclear in the center of the table. You got sloppy dice, you had to do a shot of Everclear.
Well, hey, he's throwing Nicholasville in there too. And Buddy said they have Red Robin, but they got rid of the good sides. Chili's. See, Chili's is a place I can't stand because it's like it's all greasy. The couple times I went there, I felt like it had a limited menu, and everything was greasy or just I don't know. Just my stomach got upset when I ate there.
Isn't Chili's just a poor man's Chi-Chi's?
It's more than just Mexican.
Chimichangas. I'm sorry.
I'm Chi-Chi's. That's a place I've not heard in 40 years.
Oh, the chimichangas there were so good back in the day.
Feed the bears. Now, Corey said that one was there till about 2010. The new one opened and closed it. Yeah,
closed it as well. You're talking about the movie theater, I guess.
I think so.
Restaurant.
Jess said, my cousin and I went to Red Robin pre-bug, and the waitress pretty much ignored it. Yeah, exactly. So it thought it was supposed to be bottomless fries. We didn't get that. Yeah, that's what happened. Kind of like with ours. They were so damn slow on the refillable root beer float that it was like, God, we were ready to leave.
Yeah.
In Kentucky, the first time we went, damn, it was like boom, 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 boom. And it's like, okay, you might have to slow down now, but of course I would not tell them to do that. So
what's the restaurant that had the old school Johnny Rockets? Is that still
Johnny Rockets? Yeah, it's like a diner.
We had one downtown on the river, but they closed many, many years ago. Of course,
they need to bring that kind of stuff back.
Yeah. Well, see, there was one in Palatka that was like a mom and pop type place like that, but they don't.
There's still a Johnny Rockets in the and I'm in South Jersey here. It's far away, but when I was in Central Jersey, there was one in the I think it was the Menlo Park Mall, which is in Edison, which is in Central Jersey. It was like 10 minutes from my house.
Mm-hmm.
Still there now.
Wow. Western Sizzler. Oh God.
All these places, man.
I love those places that gave you a salad bar and a steak, and then they added it to be a hot bar on top of the steak. Oh God, Snorta Poopus. Remember someone making home clean liquor using Everclear? I drinking from silver plated goblet. The Everclear was eating the plating off.
Oh yeah, crap. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. It will. We used to pour it. We used to cut a hole in a watermelon and pour the Everclear bottle in the watermelon, and then eat the watermelon, and wake up the next morning at about 4:00 in the afternoon.
Well, I understand that the Menorcan hot sauce in St. Augustine, there's one that is so powerful. I know somebody that used it to clean barnacles off their ship kit once because it can, so stuff. It's got some potent stuff in there inside of it. So, all right. Well, oh boy, man, we've been all over the place with stuff. Huh?
Yeah, yeah, and we never got to an early "We're in the USA."
We were waiting on our guest. Our guest who was going to be overseas. It was going to be the late of our late night. Actually, had some breaking things that happened. Can't join us tonight though. But hey,
too bad.
We're going. I know. They wanted to, but if things happen, life happens, and it was a good thing, and that happens. So, oh God, O'Charlie's. I see the kids eating free. That was great when we went to O'Charlie's when they were young. I mean, I liked O'Charlie's. It was good. We missed the Shoney's though. We missed the Shoney's. Breakfast in the bar.
Shit, I've heard of that, but there's none. There's been none in the Northeast.
We stopped in if you're in the Carolinas, they're still around in the Carolinas, especially South Carolina. And the breakfast buffet is the best time to go. It's definitely
that must be where I've seen that from. My wife's mother lives in right outside of Myrtle Beach in Longs, South Carolina, so that's where I've probably seen it.
Yeah, because we were down near Orangeburg, South Carolina, up in that area, about halfway through the state on 95, and that's where they had one of the Shoney's at one of the exits up there. So, of course, Sizzler. Buddy said they have a Sizzler, and across the freeway, Indian
Sizzler.
What the hell?
I've never heard of that. I've heard of Sizzler. They've had them in Jersey here, but not Indian Sizzler.
They have a curry smorgasbord.
I mean, that's crazy. Now, Corey, you're in treat. Texas Roadhouse is coming soon, and a few others. Yeah, exactly. I tell you, Dadman, we love that. Yeah,
the one you and I and Mrs. Dadman went to. Which one was that?
It probably was Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, no, it's probably Texas Roadhouse.
I get that steakhouse mixed up with the other one.
There was Roadhouse, but I don't know if they're around. The one that we had, the one Roadhouse that was in Orange Park, shut down years ago. And then
the other different name. I mean, a different franchise.
There's Texas Roadhouse and there was Roadhouse. There's also Outback and Longhorn.
That's what I'm thinking. Outback, I know because of the
which I tell you what,
onion.
I'll be honest. I don't like the more modern corporate Longhorn since Darden bought it because it's now they all look the same. It's like the Sonny's. I saw your Sonny's cup. Sonny's is one that's gone down to me because they made them all corporate. They all look alike. They all look yuppie-ish. You lost the redneck barbecue feel of Sonny's. Okay. And like the Longhorn, you go in, it's manicured and got all this bar area, all this stuff. I dragged my parents into a Longhorn up in Atlanta, on the outskirts of Atlanta, back in the 90s. We lost West for a second.
Come back, West.
Yeah, it happens with him sometimes. So I didn't do it that time. That wasn't me. But but my parents, my mom, like she's all prim proper. Like, what are you getting us into? Because we walked in, the bar's right there, right few feet from the door, peanuts everywhere on the floor. It really was dark and everything else. And but the steaks I thought were better too. It was more like just a random steakhouse. Now it's so cultured and because they have to do the same, look the same. And I love it I just like it when it's just a regular restaurant. And like Texas Roadhouse, I don't think it's lost it because they have the same settings and go in there, but you still have that feel like I'm at a steakhouse. I'm not at a place to do business lunches and stuff.
Yeah, I always get Longhorn. I still can't even say it. Longhorn and Roadhouse mixed up. And Gap, I've been through south of the border when we used to ride the bikes down to Myrtle Beach Bike Week up from Alexandria, south of the border. I know that. I know what that area he's talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. About it. Yeah. The Longhorn. And yeah, about that. I remember Shoney said exactly. They had the cutest little bear stuffed toys. Exactly. So I agree. I love them and the Shoney bear. Oh, I haven't been to Texas Roadhouse in long. Yeah, its food's gone down. It, like I said, it's not. It's just
a lot of places. A lot of places. Man. It's just almost like Denny's, IHOP, and you're gonna have some favorites, but mostly when you got like Applebee's and Chili's,
I love I love the smaller places, the mom and pop places, because they have more character. They seem to have better character. Not always. There's some bad places and all that stuff, but I don't know. It just seems like the feel is different, the vibe is different, and sometimes the food's better. It's just different, because like you said, the Sonny's barbecue. I'll go to Orlando for Bubbaloo's Bodacious Barbecue now. I'm not going, if I want barbecue. Hey, Wes, welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. But I mean, I'll go to Sonny's.
Just for water.
I'll go to Sonny's, but whatever. But I don't. I mean,
it's all right.
It's all right. But yeah, Snorter Poopa said Shoney's used to have great sandwich called the Slim Jim. The old hot shops in Northern Virginia had those too. Buddy's Mrs. Bennigan's. Yeah, south of the border, Dave. Tell us about this place. Because
I actually never really.
This place goes back for 50 years or something, because I remember when I had friends that went up that way, everybody had to stop at south of the border. It was like almost the Buc-ee's of the 80s, because it was the must-stop place. But from what I've heard in recent years, it seemed to be having seen its better days.
Yeah, that I have to say, in Jersey, in the late 70s, I used to see south of the border bumper stickers on cars all over the place in Jersey.
Right.
There you go, man. You can share that if you want.
Yeah. What about you, Dave? You were saying some stuff. You went with
bikes. I actually never got to stop there for a couple of times when we rode our bikes down from Alexandria, Virginia. It's close to Myrtle Beach. By the time we got to south of the border, we were already, we wanted to get farther on. So you stop around there and get gas and just kind of walk around. I never really spent a lot of time there, but I know what it is. So I was just like, you got all kinds of little things there. People stop by, and there's your gators. They have a reptile lagoon, and stuff like that. So I never got to actually stop because we were riding. By the time we got to there, coming all the way from Northern Virginia, we got to keep going. We got to get to Myrtle Beach. So, but I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, Wes, you were kidnapped and dragged to New York, according to Snort.
Yeah. I don't know what. All of a sudden, my mouse completely locked up, and then the screen locked up, and I just had
But you can go on this
and come back in. Yeah.
Well, you can go on the Sombrero Tower there, Les.
Oh, yeah. Well, isn't that just the? Isn't that just the that looked like the swing ride from Great Adventure?
Yeah, and their little quips here. You never sausage a place.
Yeah.
Wow. You're always a wiener.
I'm amazed that place is still around though. That's something.
Yeah.
But yeah. Corey's asked us if anybody's been to the Chop House. We don't have one. If it's just called Chop House, we don't have one like that. We got the Calford Chop House, but I don't think that's the same thing. So, but yeah, no, they haven't either. It doesn't sound. Now, here's one that people will remember: Stuckey's. They were on every corner, even on. You see, Stuckey's also were on the U.S. highways off the interstates. Because you remember, like nowadays, if you go off the roads, there's nothing anywhere. I mean. In the old days, US 17, US 1, they'd have Stuckey's, they'd have places you could stop, get gas. But it's like nowadays, you better make sure you get your gas around the interstates because you never know in some areas of the country, backwards in Georgia and South Carolina specifically.
Yeah, the one's getting big now is Buc-ee's. People are driving miles to go to a Buc-ee's down here. I think there was supposed to be one about an hour or 2 hours north of me. And I can tell you when I stopped in there a couple of times when I moved down here, because I made the 3 trips by car,
right?
That I stopped there. I was like, we're going to Buc-ee's. I'm going to Buc-ee's. That's it. I've got to stop there. Their brisket, the one I stopped at, their brisket sandwich, restaurant material, man.
Yeah, if you like jerky, it's crazy. The desserts, I mean, just everything is. Plus, then again, if you've got kids and family and stuff, that the merchandise, it's a 7-Eleven on steroids, we say. Well,
you've been to one, right? They have like
we've got actually dropped 40 minutes
stations. How many gas pumps do you think they have at
I think they have like 40.
And then they have 40? A whole trucker section for the truckers can get their own.
Well, the semis not allowed to, but see, semis are not allowed.
That's separate. It's separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the semis can't just park though. They're not allowed to stay there. So, but Stuckey's had the pecan logs, and cheap toys and gas. Exactly, they sure did. But we drive down to St. Augustine. It's about 40 minutes for us to go get lunch. Or Mrs. decides she wants to hit the outlet mall. If the missus wants to hit the van store to get some more shoes or the outlet mall, I mean, I'm like, okay, then I'm getting lunch. So. Well,
I mean, yeah, there's people that just go to Buc-ee's just to get the lunch, the food, and then walk out. Just like workers. If you're working a mile or two down the road, you just go to Buc-ee's for lunch.
No, Jeff had south of the border closed down in Alaska. But see, that's what happens. I mean, sometimes places there 1 day, 1 minute they're gone. So I think Corey is talking about the Chop House. Only 7 or 9 of them of the East USA. Okay. Snora Poopa's asked, will Pedro Pascal be making appearances at south of the border? Nice. So, Snora Poopa said there was a Stuckey's at Yeehaw Junction, Florida, last time he went through there. Probably not anymore. The way things change. All right.
I've been through there a couple of times. Is that 75 or 95? Can't remember.
Which one? What are you talking about?
Yeehaw Junction from us.
I think 75. I think 75. I think so too. All right. Wes knows this, I believe. Gap has now stuck it into it. Yes, I'm using those words very pointedly here. Anybody ever been there? Perhaps it's the most hilarious place I've ever heard of. Uranus is a tourist attraction in Pulaski County, Missouri. Yes.
Dadman, you featured this before.
Okay,
I was on that stream.
Yeah, okay. Uranus.
You did feature this place.
Yeah, it's the Uranus Fudge Factory specifically.
Yes.
Yeah, well, they're famous for being able to pack fudge and ship it all across the country.
And the best fudge you ever got was Uranus.
and look, they've got dinosaurs too.
Pull up the pictures so people know we're telling the truth. Because it's been about a year or so since you talked about this.
Right here. Yeah. The Uranus Fudge Factory. See?
There it is.
They even got Missouri Archery Headquarters, outdoor and survival store with a little alien on US 66. And they got a rocket too. It could be not actually that looks like a suppository with a little bit of flame.
Well, you can go fudge packing at Uranus and go shoot some arrows.
Yeah, there you go.
The story is bad enough for YouTube. You had to call it a suppository.
Well, thank
it's
you,
what
Jess.
it looks like.
I'm glad you did it. If Jess was claiming credit, I'm like, good job, because that's the gift that keeps on giving. Fudge from Uranus.
What would I do without Jess? Folks, make plans to be with us Monday night at 6:00. It's Jess's birthday is on Monday. We're going to celebrate her birthday with some Fortnite again on Monday. So please, sci-fi with us there. Yes, and Sci-Fi Mommy has told me she's going to send me some fudge from there, but things didn't work out there. So awkward. LOL. I bet they were. Gap's dying laughing. And yes, happy birthday early to Jess on Monday. So be with us Monday night for Duos with Jess. Yes, whoever. Was that you, West?
Nope.
I thought you were saying something, West.
Oh, no. Nope.
Well, here's some other stuff. Oh, my God. What would you... Okay, I love candy corn. Okay, I know people hate it, right?
I like candy corn. It's good.
I do too, but this is from... Let's see if Indiana can get there. I would never put friggin' candy corn on fudge.
What?
Like,
holy crap.
That's like looking at the real dung that it's corn. And anyway, I'm like, oh my God, it's horrible.
I don't remember eating any corn.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a sideshow movie. Oh God, I got a great picture here. Not only do we have a picture of the Uranus Fudge Factory, but somebody got it under a post by Laura Abernathy Huffman in 2023. Got a picture of not only the sign at the Uranus Fudge Factory, but guess what? It made an appearance right there that day. Yes. Oh, God, stop. Oh, God, what the hell? What the hell? Want to probe Uranus even deeper? Sign up. Enter Uranus now. The Wienermobile makes an appearance at the Fudge Factory.
Nice.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. Oh, God. That's just, thank you, Gap. Thank you, Gap, for that distraction. Yes. Oh, man. Anyway, Lagata said he heard Chuck E. Cheese make an adult arcade spinoff. As long as they get some better arcades than what they put in the kids' games nowadays.
Oh,
God,
good Lord. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well,
I
only
do
go
like
to
Chuck E. Cheese pizza, though.
Well, I only go to Chuck E. Cheese for the ball pit. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Snort Poop said Yeehaw Junction is off the Florida Turnpike at State Road 60.
I just have one question. Florida. Does it go through the villages?
I don't know. Probably.
Dude, they're building out. They're doing a development out here in Florida that's like it's just going to be a city. They're just going to turn it into its own city.
Oh, gosh. Okay, Jess asked, how have we not got a candy corn skin? I don't know exactly. I would think that we'd have candy corn, though. I agree, buddy. Regular candy corn is good. The harvest mix and the other crap, no.
I like the pumpkins, the candy corn flavored pumpkins.
You do? You don't? Yeah. Snort doesn't like corn in the fudge, but hey, Stunnings's here. Poop corn.
Poop corn.
Poop corn, yes.
Oh, the chat's on fire.
I know, I'm getting way behind. Candy corn fudge, I think I've seen before. Probably not the weirdest. Oh, God, I hate to hear what you've seen as the weird.
The weirdest.
You've seen a lot of weird stuff. So, by the way, Jess has sent me a lot of stuff that I'm way back on. Yes, there's always a party in Uranus.
She said candy corn. I thought you said candy cane fudge. I was like, if you got fudge on the end of your candy cane, I want to know what you've been doing with the candy canes.
Not mine, Snortapoopus. Not mine. Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah, Yeehaw Junction uses cola cut dispersion instead of loofahs. Yes, okay. All right, Jess now actually asked one. Yeah, I think we played the Uranus one far enough for at least tonight, but God, that's hilarious. Gemini Giant on Route 66. But dude, that going into this link, the Uranus General Store right there, that pop-up, that just freaked me. I mean, that just was like, I was like, really, y'all they had to phrase it intentionally. So, all right, let's see. Let me see. Gemini. See, I would not be surprised, especially if locals had to save it, because that's what's happened at a lot of theme parks, mom and pop places, is that it takes it's a landmark statue. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's a Gemini. Hey, still not as bad as some of the silly what you call it, the mascots for some of the teams. Oh God.
God.
Oh yeah. Don't even get me on Rhode Island Institute of Technology. Were you around for that one, West?
What? No, I don't. Oh, I don't know. Hey, was it you talking about their mascot?
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, yeah, I'm seeing this. I'm trying to bring up a picture of Gemini Giant, but let's see, trying to get the right one. But yeah, it's let me go back. I'm going to go back to Wikipedia. I know people don't like Wikipedia, but it's the easiest thing I can do right now.
Well, Wikipedia is all right as long as you're not asking for accurate information on certain things.
Right. So. Well, here it is. Here's the Gemini Giant on Route 66. Is a statue entrance to South Island Park in Illinois. Wow. So, yeah, there it is. I tell you,
doesn't look very big though, does it?
See, the Toledo Rockets college football team should use him as a mascot. This is normal. This is safe considering. Gap. I'm not going to get on to Gap. I'm not going to get on town names because forget France. The most phallic and suggestive town names come from Canada, especially up on the Atlantic side. We actually spent episodes on that. You were there for that one though, Wes, weren't you?
Yeah. The iceberg.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Spread Eagle Canada.
I remember.
Yeah, and Spread Eagle Canada, or like
there was way worse ones.
Pregnancy Canada.
Worse.
It was like, yes, exactly.
No,
yeah.
I think they have one up there as well, but I know we have one here in the States. We have an intercourse somewhere.
Yes, intercourse. Yes, that's one of the ones too up there. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, okay, Bowsette, I will when I can. Let's see. So it was outside of a restaurant.
Oh.
We actually saw the Wienermobile come through our town once. So
I've seen them race them on tracks here. I forget where. I want to say it was in Jersey. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobiles, they had races with them.
No, they may not, Bowsette, but there was something. I think I retweeted on Twitter the other day. It was either New York, New Jersey, and it was a foot fountain, but man, that thing was shaped like something else. When it was sprouting water out of the top.
Yeah.
It was like, exactly. All right. So the Gemini Giant. Yep.
Come on.
Well, Gemini Giant is a statue in Wilmington, Illinois, at the entrance of South Island Park. Previously stood outside the launching pad restaurant from 1965 to 2024. It's a 30-foot tall statue in one of the many giant Muffler Man advertising props found around the U.S. in the 1960s. The Gemini Giant is named after the Gemini space program and holds a silver rocket ship in his hands while sporting an astronaut space helmet that resembles a welding mask. Mrs. and I have got to get our Huntsville pictures done and do another. We've just been so busy and stuff. Do another detour with the Dadmans because we were at the National Flight Center, not the Flight Center, but the Rocket Center in Huntsville.
Oh, okay.
We saw the big Saturn rockets. I mean, it was amazing and stuff like that. It was truly a great. There was a lot to see there, and maybe one day I can help her get that stream put together. We just but that was like last fall. But it was a fun time that we had. A lot of great information there, and to see all that back then. Dadman's probably going to skip my last comment. Your last comment was you laughing.
He's talking about he's talking about when he lived in yeah.
Well, I'm not so bad because see, if you were with us in our travel around the U.S. and yes, exactly. It was a foot. It looked like it looked like one of those Bowsette that was squirted water from the top. And also, there is Dildo Canada. Also, that was one of the names that just come to mind.
I thought that was the whole country.
Well, it's a specific town for sure. But Stunning will remember this. Our favorite gas station we always liked to stop at up in the Midwest was the Come and Go. So it just this thing's
again.
KUM and go. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Jess. I do appreciate that. That giant is really cool. Although he's kind of got that evil grin, evil eye look in there, grin. But it's. But like I say, he is much safer than the Rhode Island Institute of Technology mascot. Did you don't know about this one, do you, Dave?
So I think I remember, but do you have a picture of it?
Yes, it's not a true sports team. It's a college team.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm only going to hold it up for just a
Florida's
moment.
playing them, aren't they? Or they're playing the Long Island Iced Teas.
Yeah, like what the hell?
So they'll at least be 1-0.
Oh my God, Snortopoopus in Austria. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a street in Alexandria called Hummer Alley.
Oh my God.
It's true. It's just a little street. Hummer Alley. It's Hummer.
Okay.
Hummer Alley. Yeah.
No, and it's all just, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
That just, all right. All right. Well, we're trying to salvage this show now. Snortopoopus, remember? Snortopoopus, remember the gonads.
Yeah, the gonads.
You remember that? Hey, Daddy Sniper the Duck. Hey, good to see you. How are you doing tonight? Over there on the... See, hey, I told you it's late night somewhere. It's late night over there. It's probably 3 a.m. where he is, 2 or 3 a.m. where he is. Good to see you. Oh yeah, there's a city in Turkey called Batman. Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, really, really interesting thing. So let's see. All right. God, I love it. All right, we are still going to play Where in the USA. How long do you think we've been streaming, you guys?
I believe we've been streaming almost 2 hours now.
2 hours. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've been on streams, even some of mine that are like hostage videos. It's like this is like the epitome of a squirrel stream, just earlier at night.
Yep.
All the plays.
Have you seen the squirrel that gets scared by thunder? You guys seen that video?
No.
Oh, he's in that little house that they built for him.
Yeah. You can share a TikTok quick. I don't have TikTok. I had to look it up. Can you share that?
I have TikTok on my computer. So.
No, I just share my screen.
Tic-tac? I have TikToks in my glove compartment.
I call them TikTok. But anyway, folks.
Let's see if you can share. If you haven't seen this, it's for you, Dad, man.
But I'm going to go ahead and show the mascot here. The Rhode Island Well, now listen. The basketball team. I'm kind of freezing right now, so hopefully the images don't get stuck up here. But let's see.
I don't have it, Bowser. It's just what it showed up to pull. I'm trying to get video. I don't have it.
Okay, this is probably the best image here with all of it. Okay, their basketball team was called the Balls, the Rhode Island Institute of Technology Balls. And so they go Balls. The hockey team were called the Nads, so it was Go Nads. Well, put the two together, and you get this thing down here as the image of their mascot. 2 balls and a rocket.
Yep.
That's the Rhode Island Institute of Technology. Go Nads, go Balls. Oh, God. Cooter, Missouri. Wonder if his name is God.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I imagine, it depends on if the map is male or female.
Oh, my gosh. See, Daddy Sniper, come out here and you learn all kinds of things about how even worse America is than you may think over there. But we can't even name our teams right, our towns right, or our teams. But go ahead, Wes. Sorry.
Oh no, he said Cooter, Missouri. He wanted it was near Uranus. Well, it depends if the map is male or female.
I'll check it in a second. Okay, Dave, are you ready to play this then? I guess.
Oh, if you want to show it.
Yeah, sure.
I just don't know if you've ever seen this.
Yeah, this is good.
Wow.
You gotta do it quick. Did you see it?
Yep. Yeah, it's like, geez.
It's like that. Poor little thing.
That's poor. Oh, poor thing.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, let's look at the map.
Yeah,
that's
rough. That's rough.
Let's see. Missouri map. Let's see. Inquiring minds want to know. And we still have not played Where in the USA, guys. And I've still not shown some of Jess's food pictures.
I'll be right back. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. So let me see. Let's see. Oh God, am I going to have to do a damn? Yeah, I'm going to have to do a map quest. Jeez, really? All right. So let's see. All right. But anyway, thanks for everybody for being here with us tonight. I was telling West earlier we could go live. Unfortunately, our friend overseas, it just got too late to, it's like have others in here with us. But, it's really definitely a fun thing to have you guys go live here. I'm waiting for the missus to say she's going to bed, because when she says I'm going to bed, I'm going to bed. Because we got to, like I said, we'll be with Mom starting tomorrow over till Sunday. Mrs. will be with her 24/7. And so we'll be spending a lot of time over there. So I may do a 10 o'clock in the morning stream tomorrow. Try to be, it will not be like this off the chain. But maybe something positive. We can laugh and have some memes and some funny stuff in honor of the missus for being away on tomorrow. Maybe Friday. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Of course, Friday, you know what happens Friday, West Cagle? since we've been talking about wieners?
No.
I'm back.
The July 4th Nathan's hot dog eating contest up in your area, right?
Hey, it's that one guy who he's making his comeback this year. Forget his name.
Joey Chestnut?
Is that him?
Is that the
guy that used to win the skinny guy that used to win every
year? That would
be
Joey Chestnut, though. Yeah.
He's making a comeback this year or something. Yeah, I guess he's been away for a while.
I didn't realize he took a break, but yeah, that would make sense, though. All right, let's see. Screw this! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! I type in Uranus, Missouri. It says, "Please enter a valid address." It's like, come on! It's a town. No, it will not be the late Dadman show. No, it's going to be something else. And probably just chill chat. I mean, I will not desecrate that hour of positivity. How the hell? Uranus Incorporated. There. Oh, it's technically St. Robert, Missouri, I guess, on MapQuest. But there is a spot called Uranus, Missouri, though. It's up in that area. Yep. Uranus Sideshow Museum to Cooter, Missouri is 4 hours, 16 minutes apart. Roughly 241 miles. So, nope. It's pretty well a long way away. Yeah, thank you, Max. Yeah. Chestnut signed an endorsement deal with Impossible Meats, the fake meat companies. And so he got conflict of interest, and Nathan's made him ineligible. I remember. Wow. Thank you, Max. Max, thank you for that, because that's what happened. That's why he got just kicked out of the contest. Was he signed that endorsement deal with the fake fake meat people?
Okay. Well, I know somebody's going to be here this year that hasn't been there for a while. Maybe it's him.
Okay, maybe so. Maybe not. They had actually. There's one show that I watched with the missus and mom that had a magician, and he was doing.
God, that is a big taint.
Damn, the bear's on fire tonight. Oh, man. Oh, boy.
Throw him a seal. Throw him a seal in appreciation.
Yeah, everybody throws
you got a video for that? You don't have a bonus video for that one?
No. Don't let yourself out. Everybody throw the bear a seal or a whale or something for that. Jeff, throw the bear a whale since you can't eat it. But yeah, it's
gotta have something for that.
No, it's wow. It's if I'm ever near Fort Pillow over there, if I get to go to Fort Pillow or north of Memphis again, I will. That's pretty darn close to it. So, yeah, see, he's eating, and see, Jeff has got plenty of whale meat for you. So we'll feed the bear well tonight. Oh God, I'm where the hell where was I going?
I got no I can't find any seals. Best let's see, the best I got here is where'd they go? Here you go. Best I got is a few otters.
Oh, he'll take otters. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I did use the late night term. Well, guess what? We're still going. So it's like, it will be late night before we, it will be late night before we're done. Oh my God.
And if you do where in the USA, it'll be 40 minutes before we get the first answer.
Probably on a night like tonight. So folks, hit that like button, share it out. We got 715 subscribers. Let's get to 750. Why? Because it sounds like fun. I'm motivated now. Starting, like I said, if you weren't here that night, a lot of the streams in the recent months have been random and except for Wednesday late nights and Mondays with Jess. But starting in 2 weeks, Wes and I will be live at 8:00 during this time, actually, with just me and him. And occasionally we'll have some guests on it. We'll call Go West Dadman. Of course, Monday nights will be duos with Jess. Tuesday nights about 9 p.m. will be Sports with JT Kirk. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, random type chill streams and our movie review at the end of the month with Daisy. So we're getting back on the wagon. There's going to be more streams coming up. So, just, God, let's see. Let me see what y'all threw to the bear out here. I got to flip over to YouTube. So plenty of seals from Gap, more otters from West. They're utterly delicious, some more people said.
Wow.
You think so, Gap? I appreciate this. So one of the things that happens is Dave has different hours, and a lot of times Dave and I are streaming at the same time. But I'll keep that in mind very much so often. I appreciate the comment like this. Wes, you would have loved Erica too, but she unfortunately, got tied up tonight. And it kind of, floating around with different people, different combinations. But absolutely, thank you for the comment on that. We're just shoveling shit here right now. We're just having fun, hanging out, no structure, just using the force. Occasionally you'll get a rant by me, and we appreciate the feedback there. And share with your friends and stuff. We try to make negativity fun. At least laugh. Some old man's rant about Darth Maul, but let's get, and I'll say, bring people to the missus, tune into the missus if you haven't already. But I appreciate the comment. Like I said, Dave C and I, we used to do a lot more stream, but just it's been really for the last year and a half, I've had a lot of issues, and streaming has been off and on with me, which led to a lot of the reasons why Dave and I haven't streamed either. Because I spent the last year, I spent almost a year living at my mom's house and barely keeping things going with streaming and stuff. But I do appreciate the feedback, and we hope to do a lot more of this going forward. And we'll do different times. Could be random streams. Maybe you'll see. Maybe the late night show will pop up randomly instead of a fixed cast on Wednesdays and Fridays. Maybe it'll pop up just randomly at 10 or 11 o'clock one night. I told Wes, since I'm off for a few days, I really wanted to do a 2 o'clock stream last night, but I was sleeping like a rock. I was sleeping like a friggin' rock. So maybe
I was up.
I was playing some Fortnite, watching the Twitter to see if you were going to go on. I'm like, I got to be about 3 o'clock. I'm like, I'm going to bed. I think Dadman's out.
I was out. I was out. So, but maybe, who knows? Maybe in the next few days we can do that, because I know Dave's a night owl too. So it's not a poopus shovels shit in Louisiana. Speaking of where in America,
Patton. Name that movie. Oh, I just gave it away. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. I want to share a few things that Jess sent. Food items. Get your opinion. And we can do. I got 3 good stories for Where in the USA, but I do want to give. Jess is one of the best people that you can ever have around, not just as a mod, but as a friend. She's so patient with me playing Fortnite. Always a joy to play Fortnite with, and always gives me a lot of the stuff that you see, either story ideas or definitely food pictures. And I want to show some, and I've unfortunately fallen behind on what I've actually shown. But I want to show some of the interesting foods that she has shared and get your guys' opinion and people in the chat with some of these interesting food products. Of course, we're not going to be able to get. I'm not going to get to I'll hold the July 4th ones for another time. Well, let me see. I got to find the right damn folder now. Where to put it? Okay.
Can make a fudge joke.
I know. I had the right folder earlier till I took a squirrel stream over to another damn story, and then
you can't run that segment and then ask the chat where you put it.
What
anything?
Okay.
Right.
No, I got you. Oh, here it is. Just food. There you go. By the way, what do you? There are 3 shows I keep wanting to watch, and either watch party or talk about. Gotcha Man, so that's Team Ninja. Space 1999.
Oh, so good.
Or the 66, or the 66 Batman.
Oh, the movie or the series?
The movie and series. Yeah, I've got them all, and I'm like, I need to watch them too. So
watch the series and then watch the movie. So, well, you know, with some of the series.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, speaking of 50 years of Jaws, you know, shark repellent.
Yep.
Bat shark repellent.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay, I'm getting. Okay, I've got the pictures up here. Let me pull over here, and we're going to take a look at a few of them for a bit. All right. So let's see. Thank you, Jess, for all you do. And like I said, these are courtesy of Jess. And once I can get it open. Okay, I opened it wrong. I got to open it with the picture.
Open sesame.
Yeah, I know, but the whole this thing's gotten stupid lately. You've got to open it up the right way with the open with, and if you don't, then it's
sharing your screen's a pain in the ass.
Well, the thing is, I used to be able to open and like scroll, but it's like it doesn't do it anymore unless I open it up either I think Photos or Internet Explorer. I got to see how it goes real quick. Let's see, because I'm curious to see what a lot of people think. Shark repellent, yeah, nice, stunning. So let me see. So let's try to do this. Okay, so that my computer's still rolling, so I don't know if it's trying to open this image or what. Give me a second.
It's like me trying to play Fortnite.
Yeah, it's lag. Okay, good. This was the way to do it. Okay. All right. So has anybody had turkey bacon?
Yes. Love it.
Yes.
Oh, so you do. A lot of people hate turkey bacon.
Although I put it in the microwave, not in the pan.
Okay, I agree. I can go with turkey bacon. Some people don't call it blasphemy. Well, Jess sent some smoked beef bacon.
Oh.
Yes. Totally cooked, cured salted beef plates. All right. I've never heard of beef bacon.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of beef
totally
bacon
cooked.
though. I guess it's pre-cooked and refrigerated though.
Okay.
So, but I've never heard of beef bacon. I knew about turkey bacon. I knew about bacon from pigs, but oh yeah, and then we got people agreeing with you on turkey bacon. But this would be interesting to try beef bacon. I might have to grab a pack of that just to try it to see what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Oh, you could wrap that around almost damn near anything.
Yeah, a sausage. You can put it in a biscuit.
Stuffed jalapeno. A sausage. You could beef around your sausage.
God.
Wes, you okay?
Yeah.
You guys are talking.
You're breaking Wes.
All right. When is this going blue? I know it's going blue some point. You guys still get there, of course.
All right. Well, there's beef bacon.
So you can eat that literally out of the package. It just doesn't look cooked, but it looks good. I mean, I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying
it says fully cooked. So
I know, but Wes,
Dadman, Gap has some good advice there.
Oh, don't wrap it around your nuts, Wes. Okay. Exactly. Don't, Wes. All right. Well, hey, Blizzards. You got a Dairy Queen Blizzards, a waffle cone.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not big on waffle cones. I like
the wafer cone instead. I don't like the waffle cone. I like the wafer cone.
Oh, that chocolate chip cookie dough cake though. Ugh.
Chocolate covered cherry. I used to get, but then I got old. My stomach can't handle
Yeah, I gotta go back to the doctor end of the month. I gotta be careful for a few days.
Coconut milk I can do.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Doesn't that defeat the purpose if you're just being good for the week before going to the doctor? You're just cheating.
Or the dentist. Yeah.
Yeah, like going to Culver's and getting a large one of those things.
Yeah, or as soon as you get out of the dentist, you run to 7-Eleven, get a Slurpee. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah. So the big cookies, King Crumb cookies.
Wow.
Do y'all have a favorite cookie? My favorite cookie is, I love a good peanut butter cookie, but I really like oatmeal raisin. I don't know that a lot of people like oatmeal raisin, but I do. What do y'all think?
Chocolate chip kind of guy, I guess. I mean, if you just want to go regular stuff.
Keebler used to make. Was it Keebler? I think it was Keebler. Or it might have been Nabisco. I think it was Keebler. Used to make a and I can't find it anymore. It was just a plain round cookie, like a shortbread, but it was all butter short. Oh, man, oh good Lord, it was so good. It was
called take care, Jeff.
Like all natural butter or something like that.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks for being here and hanging out so long, Jeff. Thanks for your input too. And yes, Jess said it's almost as big as her hand, though she can buy kid gloves.
I mean, now I kind of want that bacon and then follow up with the cookies. I'm getting hungry now.
No, I gotta have milk though. I gotta have milk.
Oh yeah, milk with your cookie. Yes.
That bacon they made me hungry, man. It looked good. I wasn't knocking it. I was just curious because it said it was cooked. I want to eat it.
Well, talking about having milk and cookies. If I'm having a snack with milk and stuff, I get a I go to the store and I buy a big tin of the Sara Lee pound cake. I slice off big hunks of it. I'm dunking that stuff in the milk and I'm eating it, man. Yep. Sara Lee pound cake is the best with milk.
I gotcha. Yeah, something that I like with milk. Oh man, Snort couldn't last till wearing USA stories. Snort, can you give me 5 minutes? We've got He's leaving.
Is he leaving?
Snort, I've got a story for you. If you can give me 5 minutes, okay?
Well, let's jump to it. Let's jump to it then.
Let's jump to it. I'll jump to it. I probably just gave away the answer, but I don't care.
Oh, you're showing us.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
You're showing why not? Bangers. You're showing us your bangers, my God.
There you go. Well, hey. Slams on the brakes. All right. Well, cool. Okay. Where in the USA? You get 3 choices of where this happened. Okay. This story.
I showed all the bangers.
All right. All right. So, in tribute to Lisa, I'm typing the answers out here. But hey, I'll give you 3 states. I'll give you a headline, and you get 3 states to choose. This one. Yeah. All right. All right. Stab victim's secret stash was stumbled upon during surgery. Stab victim's secret stash was stumbled upon during surgery. Did this happen in? There you go. Florida, or Florida?
Jersey.
And you can do like Fallout Dave. Guess the county. Pinellas County. Dave is saying. So where did this happen at? Corey's laughing. But Florida. Where did this happen? Stab victim's secret stash was stumbled upon during surgery.
Oh God! It wasn't a colonoscopy.
We got a New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm going with Jersey too.
Florida.
I'm going with Jersey. And I live here in Florida, right?
I know. I love Dave guessing the county. If you know Florida, give me a county name. Where do you think this happened?
That's a good guess. That's a good guess
County
for
is
counties.
What he's saying. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go against it, but
New York. Corey's got New York. Snorter Poopa says Pinellas for the win. Okay?
Yeah, that's another Florida person.
Now we got a Costa Rica in here. That works.
Djibouti.
No, you ain't getting near my booty. We talked about Uranus, Missouri, and the Wiener.
Djibouti's a real place, Dad, man.
Yes, it is.
I know Josh Booty. I know football
of Africa.
I know football players. Josh Booty, General Booty. Yeah, I know they're real. But
do you know what the capital of the country of Djibouti is?
I did.
Everybody, the chat. The chat. No.
Oh, I did. It was. I used to do a geography thing all the time. Damn it. God, I can't think of it now.
But it used to be Djibouti.
All right. Yes.
Seriously. I'm gonna look it up while you do
all right.
that, man.
Hey, does anybody know how to spell Djibouti? It doesn't start with a J.
Oh, really?
No.
G-U-T-Y?
It's a D something.
It starts with a D, yes.
Snorter Poopas. Nice. All right. Djibouti. So that's nice. All right. It's crazy. All right.
I just laugh when I hear it.
Here's your answer, guys. I love. Wait a
minute. I want to guess the county. I like Duval County. I don't know.
Oh, you think Jacksonville, Duval County? Okay. Anybody else on counties? We got Pinellas for the win from Snorter Poopas and Follow Dave is also saying Pinellas County. Okay, here, let me do this. I'll do okay, since everybody says Pinellas, we'll do that. We'll do Duval as a second choice. And then we'll say Broward County, which is where Palm Beach is.
That's down south, yeah. Down south.
We'll tell. Oh, Gap said, okay, I'll take Pasco. You think Pasco?
That's me.
Yeah. But you can use Pasco, Pinellas, Duval, Broward. Anybody want to be very specific too? The guy that says Duval. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed with the damn city. This is what Jaguar should be banned. Duval. It's about as damn stupid as when they go nuts for friggin' Leonard Skinner's Sweet Home Alabama. Damn crap song. It's not even about our town. It's about Alabama. Anyway. It's truly at many Jaguar games, that's the biggest cheer of the game. So that's how bad the Jaguars have been. Okay, so any other counties real quick? Pinellas, Duval, Broward, Pasco. Grady Judd says Polk County. Well,
that's a good one too.
Did y'all see my retweet of Rolex Ugly the other day?
Oh, Rolex. Yeah, that's the sheriff, right?
Yeah. This is a man, an ugly man. So when you're done reacting, engaging, I was like,
engaging, yes. When you, that's what he said.
God, all right.
You think you're getting this, but you get this.
All right, exactly. And then you got that. You bite your arm off. You don't care about the Rolex.
You gnaw your arm right off. Yeah, yep.
That's an old coyote ugly joke.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but he did only as Grady Judd can. Okay.
So are we guessing the counties here in Florida?
If you'd like to.
I'm not going against Pinellas or Polk.
Okay.
If it's not those two, okay. I don't know.
Would you go Pinellas or Polk then?
I'll go with Polk County on this one.
Okay. All right. Stab victim secret stat. Yeah, because Snort Poop is like, please hurry up, get the answer, like from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, because he's
get on with it.
Yes.
I thumb my nose in the general direction.
Get on with it. What do you mean, African or Ulst?
Oh, Fallout Dave, don't get that man ranting again.
All right. Yeah, Snort Poopers wants to go to bed. Okay, stab victim's secret. This is actually a recent story. Stab victim's secret stash was stumbled upon during surgery. A Florida man who cops believe was stabbed in a drug dispute was in surgery when a nurse discovered a glass crack pipe, a lighter, and tinfoil containing cocaine in his rectum. So this is pretty good after. Hey, Gap, we've done almost an hour before. Seriously. But yes, yes, you heard that right. Yes, he put it up in there, and that's so after our Uranus fudge factory and stuff. And I love the way they write it on the stunning gun. I will pull my finger when to do it. Yes, stunning. The surprising find occurred. Yeah, I love the way they write it. Surprising find occurred earlier this month at St. Petersburg Bayfront Hospital. That'd be Pinellas County.
I knew it. Nice. I told you I shouldn't have gone against Pinellas County.
No. I was just waiting for it to be Clearwater.
I knew it.
You never know when you get the Scientologists in there.
It's either St. Petersburg or Clearwater lately.
I said it. Damn it. Don't go against Pinellas County on this. And I did.
He had been transported for a knife wound. While in surgery, an RN located the stash items. Located. I'm like, located. That's an interesting choice of words. After being hospitalized for the initial injuries, he was booked into jail for cocaine possession, felony possession of drug paraphernalia, and a misdemeanor.
Hey, Doc, while you're in there.
Yeah. He was released from custody after posting a $5,500 bond, pled not guilty to the charges. So, anyway, but he pled guilty last year to drug possession after a jail strip search turned up two baggies containing fentanyl and crack rocks hidden in his buttocks area.
He'll fit right in. He'll fit right in back in jail.
God.
Guess who's the mule's going to be? That guy. This guy.
That guy.
He's going to want to run that shirt.
All right.
Says, this guy.
Snort of Poopus, that's the story I had for you. Pinella's proud of my tribe. Yes. Dave did it without any options. We all know Pinellas County here.
Well, I figured if it wasn't Pinellas, which I did say on live, don't go against Pinellas, and I did only because Polk County's got a lot of shit going on over there, man.
Literally,
dude, all the time. They got some crazy shit going on in that county.
All right. Well, Snort of Poopus, I hope you rest well. Thank you for staying around for this extra story. You know. All right, very cheeky of him. Now you head to bed. All right, you rest well. Rest well, and I'll try to see you in the morning. We'll see what's going on in the morning. But I hope you have a great evening, Snort of Poopus, and you have a great rest for the night. All right, let's get back to what Jess has sent us with some of the good stuff. Make it nice and let's see. So we got 2 stories for later. So. Other people, the way we're going, we started early. We're going. It's like the pre-show to the late show. If we keep going, if get more people come back in the chat, and we get the chat rolling again on new topics and stuff. Because
we could watch Big Trouble in Little China and then keep going.
That too. Yes, on the Cosby Room. Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So, all right. Chips Ahoy ice cream sandwich. Chips Ahoy.
They'll do anything.
It's like days. A chipwich, isn't it?
It almost does. I mean, how's it ice cream? It's just.
I guess you can chill it. This is not refrigerated. This is just.
But you can chill them then. Chill them to make it like ice cream. It's a vanilla cream.
Yeah, but what
is it
kind
even
of
real?
What kind of preservatives are they using that the ice cream never melts? If it's
we don't need to ask that question. Remember, we don't ask questions.
Yes, West. Yeah, there you go. You totally get it.
Listen, I had some hoagie rolls, and I looked in the bread drawer just the other day. I'm like, oh man, I can make some pizza bread. You know, pizza. We use pizza quick sauce and mozzarella. And I'm going, oh, this is good. Wait a minute, I don't remember buying these recently. I looked at the tag. They're good. There's nothing wrong with them. April 1st. April 1st. How are they still good if they were supposed to be sold by April 1st? This is July 1st now. July 2nd.
3 months later.
Yes.
Fallout Dave, all these images, if I got it from Jess, are more than likely from Walmart. So check your lemon pie. And here, hello, Citrus. Yes, we are at the late show. We're the pre-show to the late show. Yeah. Lemon pie. We actually had somebody in the chat earlier that's from across the pond, so it's a late show for them. It's late somewhere, so like 5 o'clock somewhere. Exactly. So we just made it earlier at night. We did actually. We're going to have a guest, but we missed them tonight. They were going to be here, but some good stuff. I would say it was good, and they just got tired, and it's life happens. But exactly. Yep. So. It's not food, it's chemistry. She blinded me with science. Yes. Exactly. I still love the way lemon pie causes fruit cakes with the OOT. I love that. It's just exactly. So all right, let's take a look at another one. We got this crunchy chocolate caramel Chips Ahoy.
I love caramel. I like chocolate chip cookies. I don't know about mixing them. I don't know.
See, I'm not a big caramel chocolate. Some people do. I know Mrs. likes the caramel chocolate ice cream.
Crunchy? Yeah, no, I don't know if I like to mix them. I like the caramel and I like chocolate. I don't know if I like to mix them.
Okay, Jess. Jess is saying it's not actually ice cream in the cookies. So what is it?
Jess is right.
Is it a cream filling? But no. It did say you could kind of refrigerate it for a cooler treat.
West and Jess know that you probably shouldn't eat. You probably should pass on that one.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
No.
This one looks better, even if you don't like the combo. But I don't know about eating that ice cream one. That ain't ice cream. Yeah.
Well, Lemon, I love the way you spell fruit. I love it.
Yeah, no, he spells it right. He spells it just like on the Fruit Loops box that I eat.
Yeah, but unfortunately, there's so many people out there that are so serious. It's like, anyway. But yes, fruit, exactly, with fruit.
Yeah, like Fruit Loops and Fruit Brute.
Yep. Cocoa mini wheats.
Gat beat me to it.
I I never was a fan of mini wheats, so putting chocolate on it is not going to entice me.
Oh, you remember when they had the real shredded mini wheat? Where they had the big one, and they had
it was big. You just broke it apart. Yeah,
right. They had the non-sugar and they had the sugar. Now they made them all. I think all friggin' mini wheats.
Nah, now you're giving away our age again, Dad. Man, that was like the 70s, man.
Well, we used to eat blueberry, right?
Blueberry is one of my favorites.
They're still around. You can still find them
at Halloween. Every Halloween they come out. Yep.
Exactly. You can. So try.
It probably strawberry one.
Frankenberry.
Frankenberry, thanks.
That was my favorite. Yeah.
Jess said it's a filling made to taste like ice cream, maybe texture too. How does she know all
that's
this stuff?
Completely lab-made ice cream filling.
God, Jess, I'm cracking up. I'm just cracking up.
Oh God.
Oh God. Okay, Jess, I'm gonna have to save the July 4th for tomorrow or Friday. I'll have to get those organized. But thank you. God. Yes, I agree with that comment.
Fiber. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well. God.
Compared to what?
Well,
lettuce.
We were avoiding poo comments there, but you brought up fiber, so after the fudge earlier, so it's like
I mean high fiber. As what's the level of measure we're going with here?
I know. I'm trying to figure out when the missus is going to bed because she said she was going to bed early tonight, and it's like nearing 10 o'clock. I'm like, we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, Jess just looks at the package to see what it says. Well, that's smart. That's a good thing. I don't have the package, but yeah, that's cool, Jess. Thank you. Lemon pie. I've had frosted mini wheats, never had the chocolate ones. I might have to try this one time just to see what it's like.
I'm a chocolate guy. If I like mini wheats, I would probably try this, I guess.
Let's see. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Strawberry.
Wow.
I'm not a big strawberry guy, so I probably would pass
basically on the side of that, it says sugars 23 grams, additional sugars 57.
Right.
Well, I have seen there's one that my brother likes to get. He stocks up every December. It comes out in December, only Christmas time. It's I think it's Christmas Toast Crunch. He swears by it. He's like, this is the best cereal ever.
That's too funny. Let's see. Oh, Confetti Crunch.
God.
Oh, that's the Walmart. Count. You know what? That's Walmart brand. No. Just
no. I disagree. No, because the greatest ice cream known to man is a Walmart Great Value brand. The Rainbow Unicorn Sparkling Ice Cream.
No.
It is a great value that's under $3. It's cheap and
that one and the birthday cake ice cream from Walmart. Unicorn. Is it made from unicorns?
Oh my! I don't know.
Did you guys watch that movie, the unicorn one? Did anybody go see that?
We didn't. The Death of a Unicorn. We were going to go one day, but it was out of the theaters at that
already.
Yeah, it didn't last long. Jess remembers from the label. She sent it to me a long time ago. Extra Rocky Road ice cream is fun. Yeah, I like that too. So, which Dave? I can't really play it right now, but which clip is this? Or is that which clip is this? There have been so many.
This is not the. God damn it, Mark.
Which Dave? What? Oh, Fallout Dave.
Yeah.
I don't. What? Oh, there it is.
Oh, Fallout Dave. Yeah, Fallout Dave. Sorry. God dang. Well, I was using the generic Dave and figured y'all would apply it to whoever it was.
I can't do
We'll
that,
figure
Dave.
it out for you. We'll figure it out. When Wes starts laughing, I know you got the wrong one.
Yeah. Okay. The one with that one. Yes. Okay. Death of a Unicorn is on. Oh, we have HBO Max. I'll have to see.
I'm watching the streaming, I guess.
Yeah, Miss will be leaving for 2 weeks coming up to visit her mother. So part of all the off and on crazy stuff we got around here. We got double chocolate cookie crisp.
Oh my God, Cookie Crisp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Jeez, that's still around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cookie Crisp.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, now here we go. Cinnamon Toast Crunch dessert taco shells.
Are you kidding?
What the
No.
Are you kidding?
What is this shit?
No, I'm serious. Jess said this.
That's crazy.
What is wrong with you
Jess,
people?
are this all from the same place?
Well,
Jeff?
think of it like a flan or some, a Mexican
flan?
dessert.
No.
Man.
Flan is good.
Don't
Flan is
mess with the
custard
flan.
and caramel.
Yeah,
This is
just
just
ice
nasty.
cream. You just put ice cream in a cinnamon flavored taco shell.
No.
Okay, but it's Old El Paso. I think that's what's throwing me off here.
No.
So it's cinnamon toast crunch flavored.
No.
No. If it was one or the other, Old El Paso, that's crazy.
It says it's from New York City. New York City.
It's gluten free though, so it's
That's
it's great.
Yeah. Forget the sugar. It's the gluten that'll get you. So, oh man, no, Dave, no. These are not AI. These are actual products that Jess is taking photos of on store shelves. These are not AI. No,
I've got one.
Yeah, Jess.
Oh boy,
there's more than just looking at weird people around Walmart. But Jess, like she said, sees a lot walking around Walmart. Those shelves we're doing a puck walk for grocery pickup.
Ugh.
What is a puck walk?
Puck walk?
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, while doing a puck walk for grocery pickup. I wonder if they were getting kicked around on the floor. Yeah. See, Lemon Pie said it makes sense, like a churro, sort of.
I get it. I agree with you, Lemon, but I think it's just that the cinnamon, it's Old El Paso. I'm thinking tacos, real tacos. I'm really hungry now.
Calling it a churro is not doing anything for its. I would never eat a churro. So.
Oh, a pick walk.
Churros are good.
Oh, it auto incorrected. A pick walk. Yeah, that's when the Walmart employees are going around picking up for grocery pickups. They put everything in blue boxes. Okay, I was like, where the hell did cocky come from? I mean, you might get violence.
Oh, speaking of that, look what I can share after you're done with us.
Oh, Jess has said she's seen cinnamon taco shells for dessert before. Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. Well, oh god, screw you, Dave. Really?
Well, you said it. That's there.
Cock soup. There you go. Just what this crowd needed.
Spicy too.
Spicy chicken.
Spicy.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times before. Yeah.
Hey man, it did. Wait a minute. It didn't say spicy chicken soup. It said spicy clucking soup. Oh no, it says chicken. Okay,
chicken. It said mind. Chicken.
Chicken. I read that wrong.
Oh no,
my eyes ain't so good. I thought it said spicy clucking soup.
We'll hold off on that, Jess, for now.
No, I like Jess's pictures. Keep going.
Lemon says that's for the ladies.
Gap and I like these. We love these pictures.
Yeah. See, thank you, Jess. Yes, Jess.
Yes,
I've fallen way behind on these, and these are probably 2-3 months old in some cases.
More
ramen noodles, Old El Paso ramen noodles, fajita flavored.
That's
God. No.
I wish the missus would hear because she loves ramen. She loves ramen. I would love to ask her, does she like what she likes?
I don't know if I trust Old El Paso to make my ramen.
Oh, New York City. I'm still stuck on that.
Now we need to play the scene from Blazing Saddles.
Oh yeah.
The bean scene.
God.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
You want some more beans, Mr. Taggart? I think you guys had about enough beans.
Yes, there you go. Dave has the DVD. Hawaiian Punch cotton candy.
That's a yes.
That's all right. I'm all right there. I'm all right with that.
I mean, that talking about having to go to the dentist, though. Oof.
Yeah, get a rope. Get a room. Okay, we got. Now, does it say cuttery or guttery? Iced sugar cookies.
Iced sugar, yeah. I don't know.
For graduation. Yeah,
I've never seen iced sugar cookies.
Oh, I love anything iced.
I've seen iced animal crackers, but not sugar cookies.
Who else? Anyone here? The deep fried Oreos.
I've had it before. I've had it at a fair at the over in Dothan, Alabama, the U.S. National Peanut Festival. We had a few over there.
Well,
So,
being on the
by the way, Jess does send stuff from not just Walmart. The cotton candy was from a Murphy gas station.
Okay.
Well, cool. being from the Northeast, we're not far from Appalachia, and I've got relatives, in hillbilly land. They deep fry everything, anything and everything. So
roadkill. I mean, down south here, roadkill, everything. We that's the whole joke is we always you can roadkill, you can deep fry anything. Butter. There's deep fried butter too. Seriously, Dave, you didn't hear about that?
No, not that one.
Yeah, I mean, deep fried butter.
I've heard them do ice cream even.
Yep, deep fried candy bars. Like they had deep fried Mars bars. Actually, some of our UK people have asked about deep fried Mars bars, but there's deep fried Snickers,
anything.
Yeah,
anything they can throw in that pot.
Just always amazed me what they have the ability to fry, because I would think candy would melt with the temperature or the ice cream would melt, but
it's so hot though. I think it's just flash fried. Boom.
Oh yeah, flashes. Yep.
And then it I don't know how long it takes, but I don't imagine it takes very long. You put it in that stuff.
Now, see, Jess, this is where I got confused a little bit from other day. These must be the prepackaged industrial made ones, because these are Freedom Cake Bites.
It tastes like Merc.
I do have a few July 4th things in here, though, apparently. We got fireworks sugar cookies.
Yeah.
A deep fried ice cream, yes, is a Mexican thing. Yeah, I've seen that in some of our Mexican restaurants. Corey said deep fried butter is 50-50 if it be good. Tastes like freedom. Exactly.
Yes.
That's great.
America.
Come to say the Empire Day. Yeah. I wanted to sing that song on karaoke with Ramblin' Canuck one time, but when I read some of the words in one part, even he was like, "Yeah, you might not want to do that."
Well, after a certain amount, what's the
no? It wasn't here on you. It wasn't F, and it was not F's. There were certain phrases in it.
I've got the uncut version, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, guys? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there, do you know there's an uncut director's version of that movie? And if you haven't seen it,
oh, by the way, guess what? We just learned something. Yeah, I know that it is. Yeah, brutal. I mean, I can't get marionettes out of take them serious ever again. Forget watching Thunderbirds or any other damn thing.
Well,
everything is South Park. No, this is how bad it was. They had Mom at rehab a few weeks ago. They had her misadjusted with the harness thing to get her to walk, and they were saying, "You're bouncing and blah blah blah." I'm sitting over there like, well, dumbass, she looks like she's one of the marionettes in South Park because you're just bouncing her. Her feet barely touch the damn floor, so she's bouncing like the friggin' marionettes on Team America. And the guy laughed, and they just adjusted that. They finally realized what the hell I was saying with that comparison.
Yeah,
like she was on
You're
her
not helping.
Yeah, it's like
it's not helping. She's actually got to do some of the work.
Right, exactly. And I'm like, they were like, whatever. And I'm like, that's the only thing I can like the Guy Gardner haircut. Mom on that thing was the only thing I could compare it to was Team America marionette work. Oh God, no, Jess. I try not to read lyrics of songs from certain groups.
You do the AC/DC.
I like to live in my sheltered life for as much as I can still do it.
We could do Shook Me All Night Long and
what are you laughing at, West?
Big Balls.
Big Balls, yeah, I know there's Big Balls songs.
We got the biggest
balls
of them all.
Some
West
always charity in some fancy dress.
Right.
Folks,
when they're held for pleasure, they're the balls that I like best.
Get ready for this madness in 2 weeks when West and I are live on Wednesday nights together.
God, you better hope on those Wednesday night streams that you don't end up getting booted off and I'm by myself for any length of time.
Oh, we're going to be singing this song.
I'm almost called Fallout Dave right there again. So, Freedom Scoop Cake, take a big scoop of freedom and shove it in your pie hole.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. We still got 5 people here, but we're still having fun. And you guys out in the chat are still rocking it a bit. So, hey, thank you so much for hanging out. Share out the stream. Maybe we'll get a second shift. We're 2 likes from 20. Let's see if we get 20. But it's we're still having fun. I still got the 2 news stories left that hopefully you didn't see. But, oh, by the way, Jess did teach us something here real quick. Jess said for Walmart, if it has a little white square for date, it comes in already done, meaning it's not done in the bakery, which I believe in this case, with this freshness date here, means it was done and shipped to the store. Versus something like some of the cakes and stuff that they do in the store. So, yeah, that's why she sent me some more July 4th stuff that was just now made that I hope to share in the next few days.
So if you were going to be
next time, Lemon Pie, I will try to ask her about that. So,
Dadman, if you're going to be gone, I mean, if Mrs. Dadman's gone, are you doing a 24-hour stream?
No, because I do have to go visit Mom too this week. So this weekend, yeah, because I'm
work, right? You still got to go to work next week.
Who work? No, I'm off till Monday.
Oh, nice.
I nearly broke down last week, and just this week I busted my ass Monday and into Tuesday, and I'm like, I got the draft turned in. Yeah, work has to be still done on it, but I can call it a draft. And I walked out the door, said goodbye. I'm like, I just had to take a break. So,
North Kegel's here.
Yay, North Kegel, the communist branch of the Kegels. So, yes. Oh, and he comes in with a Canadian crap. So, hey, I love you, Canadians. Sorry, I love you. Yeah, North Kegel, yeah, hoser. I love my Canadian friends. Sorry, I didn't. Anyway,
what's this all about?
Boot, yeah. We put on a little white square. We make stuff says packed on date and Best by date. Got it, Jess. Thank you. We appreciate that. Love it. And nice avatar there. Nice puppy there, Jess. All right, let's take a look. Bling Bites. These are like more iced cookies. Oh, shit. Actually, I'll show you it real quick, and then I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna get past the July 4th stuff. But there you go. Bling Bites. Those look like basically bite-sized cookies. Let's see. Here we go. I want to get some of these. Let's see. Okay. Hey, who would like some kettle cooked Cajun spice flavored chips?
I don't like Cajun. I don't like kettle cooked fries. Chips. Ugh.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, North Kegel, for that 19th like. Yes. I wonder when East Kegel or South Kegel come out, but hey. We're fighting the system. Hey. Oh gosh. Lemon Pie is in favor of more frequent use of the term pie hole. Oh gosh, you guys are great.
Oh, I would show a picture from
Mrs. likes the kettle cook. Which movie?
World Police. I'm not gonna do it.
It depends on which picture it is. I've shown a few friends.
It's not the uncut part that was.
Gotcha.
It's not that. Hey! I wouldn't do that. It's another one, but never mind.
Si, senor. Greet. Hola, South Kegel.
Run for the border, man.
We just talked about south of the border earlier, didn't we? Hey, 21 likes.
And Taco Bell. That was that was their advertising back in the day.
Hello, Fallout Stacy. Oh God! I gotta be careful that I don't insult a real person. But
holy shit, dude!
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal! Oh God!
Filthy animal.
I do. Lemon Pie. I would love to be saying this at work to a few people. Shut your pie hole. Just the people when they start to mouth back at me when they don't want to do their job.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. With someone talking too much, but people seem to like it. Yeah, that's the problem when it backs out, when it blows up at you. So
when it backs up.
Fallout Dave. Never heard of him. Fallout 6.
Oh God.
God, you know what, folks? I tell you what. This is one of the. I needed some laughs like this tonight. Thank y'all. I've got.
Well,
This is why I got into Fortnite. Have friends and laugh and do silly stuff. And if we can help you guys laugh too, that's what it's about. Yeah, Dave.
You just like blowing up gas stations.
In Fortnite, let's make sure it's clear. Make sure the distinguishment is made for the Galactic Overlords. So I sometimes wonder what JT Kirk or Mark D with a C think about with me. It's like I just go on some rabbit hole chases. It's crazy. Oh, we got the evil East.
Damn commies.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Fallout Stacy. You missed Fallout Stacy, but she says she doesn't know who you are, Fallout Dave. Oh my God. Anyway, all right. So much. Mrs. likes the kettle chips, though. I'm not big. She likes really kettle corn.
I'm not a big spicy, like really spicy wings. I can't eat that stuff, but I would try that.
But do you like? What about the kettle stuff, like kettle corn, kettle chips? Do you like?
Yeah,
I know it's so the more sweetened kind of. I know it's prepared differently than the straight popcorn and.
The only thing about potato chips is it's the biggest ripoff in the whole grocery store. There's see where the line spice is.
Yeah.
That's probably as high as the chips are in that bag.
Go either BOGO or go to Sam's Club, because Sam's Club has good like $2 chips, maybe close to $3 that actually we like to get in terms of.
No lie. I was at
Kegels everywhere. Glad to hear, Corey. I appreciate you being here and hanging out with us too.
Definitely bags of air. I was at Wawa. I bought a snack size bag one time. I bought it home, opened up. Empty. Empty. Completely empty.
I know what you mean, because I have a chocolate milk container, although I do not remember where if it's still in the house somewhere here or whatever. But at a high school, I brought it home, and it was a chocolate milk carton, had never been opened, but it was empty. Just empty. I asked them, "Can I take this home with me?" They're like, "Yeah, sure." Because they were even like, "There's no milk in it." Like, yeah, that's odd.
Yeah, that's what's funny.
Oh man! All right, so folks, make sure to thank Jess for these wonderful pictures. We still got a few more, and we'll have some more coming up as we do some July 4th stuff. So, all right, let's see.
Shit.
All right, let me go here. Let's see. Here's more Lays. Valentina and lime and bacon grilled cheese.
Golly, dude.
God.
Bacon and grilled cheese. I tried it, I guess.
The ketchup ones were like weird. Didn't really taste like ketchup.
I actually like the ketchup chips.
Okay.
All right. Not bad.
I'm trying to figure out what Valentina is, though. Valentina and lime.
It's got to be like a sriracha, spicy. I don't know.
Oh, man. Corey, sorry to hear. Corey's waiting for a used transmission to be put in his truck.
Oof.
Wes, did you ever get your battery cable?
No, yeah. I got the truck. It had been sitting for so long. The battery was so dead that I jumped it when I brought it to the garage. Guys, I couldn't get the terminal off on the positive side. I brought it over there. I turned it up. It wouldn't start. But they called me. They're like, "It's all ready." I bring it home. It's drizzling. I turned the wipers on. It had been sitting so long. The wipers fell off. Oh, the blades fell off because it was dry rotted. I had to go buy wipers then too.
Yeah, I know you had a problem putting the wipers back on.
Oh God, I'm like, it's a simple hooking mechanism. I couldn't get them off. I couldn't get the new ones on. I'm like a retard out there trying to put these things on the truck. I'm on. My neighbors must have thought I was insane. I'm sitting on the hood of my car trying to put them on. I'm yelling at the truck.
Oh, it's a hot sauce brand. Okay. I know, not Fallout Dave's answer. Took your Valentine's birthday, made her into chips. Oh no! All right, so Dave, what was that one that you wanted to show?
I'm having the folder issue here too, so let me see if this works. Who likes the Muppets? Any Muppet fans?
No, yeah.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
Muppets. Yeah.
Let me see if this works so I can do it. I don't have to change up.
It's Jersey. They didn't think you are insane.
So this is a mug shot. So show this guy. Share this guy here.
Okay.
So this is a mug shot of some dude.
Oh, looks like Beaker.
Are you sure?
I don't know. That hair is all orange. Yes. All right. I'll wrap up.
Look at this guy. Oh, that's good.
I'm telling you, you know, as I was starting to get old, I watched the Muppet Show. I watched Sesame Street when I was a kid. As I started getting older into my teen years, and I'm looking back, I'm like, Beaker was on meth, wasn't he?
Something.
Yeah, they were all jacked. The chef.
I love the Swedish Chef too.
Yeah, he was funny. He was funny.
Corey, man, dude, our sympathy for you. That's a lot of money, especially putting in something used, you know.
Yep.
That you got to hope works, you know. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, but it's still definitely better than a car payment. That's the thing. It's like.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I've got a Honda Pilot and I've got a Toyota.
Corey said I may be a Muppet, but I need to be mean.
Oh God. Yeah, no. I've got two vehicles and they're old. One's from '97, one's from 2004. I don't want to get rid of them because.
Oh, we lost you.
Oh,
no, did we lose?
Hello? No, we're here. I'm here.
Yep.
We lost the whole joke.
Yeah, we lost the whole joke.
Right at the punchline.
Oh, no punchline.
The 97 and then.
Oh, no, I said I've got two vehicles. One's a 97, one's a 2004. I don't want to get rid of them, even though, you know, I have to get them fixed every once in a while because they're paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, Dave, I'll have to share that another time. I saw that come in, so I'm going to have to start to wrap up. So let me do a few more. Yeah, Mrs. is about ready to come to bed, and so I'm going to wrap up. But we'll get our two you wearing the USA stories since West also put it out there. Minecraft sugar cookie dough.
Oh, God.
I actually might get this and make cookies at my sister's house. Of course, I'm afraid to touch. She's
why does it have to be? Why does it have to be? What is that? The creeper? Is that what that is? The creeper?
Yep. The sad thing though is that it's like
it's name?
See, it's a creeper. Yeah, the ones that you've touched it, they blow up and destroy stuff or hurt you. But it's like, you know, it's like I could go. We can make potatoes and stuff inside the oven, but it's like glass top stoves. I mean, it's like I guess you have to be careful with glass top stoves. They're different. See, we've always had burner type stoves, or you know, with even the electric, you actually had the burner, you know, a real burner. It wasn't
coil. It's like coil.
Because I understand it, you have to clean them differently and a lot of other stuff. The glass top stoves.
Yep.
So, man, 240,000 miles. I hated the day I had to get rid of my truck, but just couldn't pay insurance on another vehicle. So
insurance is
Yes,
ridiculous.
Jess said probably creeper since it's simple but effective. So you just try to put a zombie in there would be harder, or Enderman would be a little bit different. So hey, you know, it's exactly US made truck. See, what I want to talk about another rant is I want to have friggin' $10,000 vehicles that are all that people can get by default that are nothing. Forget the friggin' electronics, forget all that type of crap. You know, just basic cars that are designed where people can work on them themselves and everything else, and get rid of all this computer bullshit that's just driving the cost of all these cookie
repairs.
Sorry, I saw this in Jess. The cookies, don't worry about the stovetop part. Exactly, I will. I'm not going. That's why I was saying with that and baked potatoes, I can use the oven. Forget the other stuff. But yes, but oh god, it's so
no. I was upset the day that I no longer had my '73 Mustang. Because that thing, no electronics in that thing, man.
Well, see, the problem is I had a neighbor across the street trying to put an alternator back in the heat and everything else, and he spent a half a friggin' day to do it. But part of it, because there was a hidden lip down there that he didn't know about that you got to get in and around, but he can't really put the jack up the car, and even it's so tight in there, and it's like, I don't know how he actually finally freaking got it done, but it's like they don't make these things anywhere where you can work on them yourself or save the labor, and then forget it. I mean, if the damn computer goes out, everything. Our car's got a tire sensor light, but it'd be $100 to replace them.
Tire
sensor, it's like,
yep.
I'd rather not know because because at least I can look at it and say, oh, it's going flat.
Yep.
All right. So, but anyway, sorry about that. This is not in yet. She's coming in a second, but I want to get her opinion. I'll do one more food here. Speaking of ramen, Totino's ramen noodles, cheese pizza, and buffalo style chicken pizza ramen noodles.
God, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Oh man, I didn't have a 4x4, but I had an S10 manual shift. Oh God, I love that. Old, yeah.
Well, I know I mentioned my 73 Mustang. But the car I really regret having gotten rid of was my 94 Jeep Wrangler, man. 4x4. That was the best. It was the best.
No, I gotcha. Top to Patio ramen. I don't know. Let me check real quick. I may. No, I don't remember getting it. We've gotten through most of the food pictures tonight. I got one more I've got to do. I wish I had other people here too. A few others here, certain people with the reaction to this one, but I will pull this one back out again on another night for people that were not here. I've got to get your guys' reaction on this one, especially since Wes Cagle hails from New Jersey. All right.
Oh boy.
So here we go. Oh God, no. Okay, that was the reaction. Okay, here we go. Oreo, Selena Gomez.
Oh shit! What is that? Whiny bitch flavor?
No, Selena sandwich cookie. Selena's chocolate and cinnamon cream cookies.
It's the bitch of Waverly Place flavor.
Wow. Whiny bitch flavor.
Yeah.
Like God, no. Oh, they posted that before. I just had to get your reaction to that because I'm sitting there like,
Selena. Good Lord.
Oh boy.
Oh, Dave Sala. Saw him. He saw him today. It was disgusting.
Whiny bitch flavor either. Yeah, no. Yeah, the whiny bitch of Waverly Place. That's what she is.
What's funny, Mrs. just came in. I thought she was going to bed. She walked back out. So anyway.
She saw the Selena Gomez cookies and left.
She goes, I can't. I just can't. And walked out.
She's probably like, why the hell are you still going now? But
and then you should yell at her, and I got to finish Ironheart tonight, too.
No, that was with Lorena last night. I tell you what, that was, like I said.
I know. I was going to watch the rest of it.
No, we did. Last night was it was a 6-episode series.
Oh, you finished the whole set.
Yep.
Okay.
3 last week, 3 last night, and the last 3 last night were probably worse than the first 3.
Gotcha. Oh, now I get
it. Corey's laughing, and Jess said a coworker tried the Selena cookies, but they're not good.
Yeah.
Rough.
Okay.
The best Oreo cookies I ever had. I've never seen them again. They were strawberry. The cream in the middle was strawberry flavored. They were the best.
All right, folks. We're going to do our last 2 stories. We got 6 here, so you guys are great. You guys on the panel are wonderful. You guys in the chat, they're still here. What amazing! Thank you for your turnout tonight and all. Let's see. We're going to go use the same 3 states for the last 2. Okay.
Florida.
No, not that bad this time. I knew when I had to start. Sort of Poops had to be around for that one, and I just knew. I just had to be that. So, all right. So we're going to do this. We're going to go to the Great Midwest here. I'll go ahead and give you the states first. Where in the USA, the last two stories we have, Ohio, Iowa, and Nebraska. Ohio, Iowa, Nebraska. You tell me where this story happened from. Suspect denies owning socks on his feet.
Wow. Iowa.
Suspect denies owning socks on his feet. Is that Ohio, Iowa, Nebraska? Dave, what do you say?
I went with Iowa. That's what popped up. I don't know about this one, to be honest. Iowa, I guess.
Any particular reason about Iowa? What did they do to you?
No, it's just the only thing that popped up, I guess.
Okay. All right. Wes, what about you?
You know, when you talk the Midwest, the heart of the Midwest is Iowa. I mean, that is like the heart. And, you know, they call it the heartland because the brain ain't there. So that's Iowa. There it is.
Okay. We got Iowa. 2 Iowas then. Okay.
Florida.
Yeah. Lagata says Nebraska. Corey says Nebraska. Fallout Dave. Yeah. Okay. So any other people, Jess, you want to bash the other Midwestern states? You get a chance to pick on one here. But, yeah, so let's see. Corey said it got family in Nebraska, so here's people doing stuff like that. LOL. Gap says Iowa. Okay, so we got a couple of Nebraskas. We had some Iowas. All right. So, Fellow Dave says Ohio. They end up coming here and being Florida man stories. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I think Jess is the only one out there that I've seen lately. Jess, I was just curious if you picked the state. I know you may be busy though, so. I wonder if the missus thinks she's. Let me text her and say she can come to bed. It's like, you know.
She may be.
I got the look and I was like, you know, I'm like,
yeah.
Yep.
She may be waiting for you to wrap it up.
Yeah. And we are. Yeah, we're about to wrap up too after this. We've been over 3 hours, guys. This is a lot of fun. Thank y'all.
Yeah,
I'm glad everybody's here. So, all right. So let's go. All right. I will say Jess is probably busy at the moment. We got 8 people still here. We've got 22 likes. We've gotten visited by every branch of the Kegels tonight. So that's good.
Yeah. We didn't get subterranean Kegel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jersey Kegel. All right. Or Jersey Devil Kegel.
Oh,
all right.
No.
Okay. Suspect denies owning socks on his feet. Police found bag of cocaine inside sock.
Ooh.
And Ohio man.
Wow.
Denied ownership. Fallout Dave was talking about Ohio coming to Florida. Denied ownership of the socks on his feet after cops discovered they contained a small bag of cocaine. He was driving early Saturday in Austintown, a Youngstown suburb, when he was pulled over for failing to use a turn signal. Really? You're going to pull people over for that crap? Anyway.
That's rough.
During a 3 a.m. traffic stop, cop detected the smell of raw marijuana inside the Mercedes
raw marijuana.
Yeah.
As opposed to cooked.
You've been drinking. You've been smoking.
Yeah. A cop detected smell of raw marijuana inside the Mercedes sedan and spotted loose marijuana on the car's floorboard. When officers searched the man, a bag of cocaine was found inside the suspect's left sock. Upon discovery, he declared, "These aren't my socks."
That's a good one.
By the way, we got AKA West Kegel showing up. So, North by Northwest Kegel. Oh, that's a new one for one day down the road. But yeah, My Little Pony Brony West Kegel. Good to see you, AKA West Kegel. Officers subsequently recovered more other narcotics from the man, including 59 Xanax bars and more cocaine.
God.
The cop noted that the man, quote, continued to ask his officer to throw away the evidence and stated that, quote, someone gave me the pills to hold. We were at a party.
They're not my pills. I'm just holding them for a friend.
Could it be, sir, that you forgot you were wearing the socks because you just did half the bag of cocaine?
Yeah.
Could it be?
They also see $761 and an iPhone from the man. Wow, it gets better.
It always gets better.
I've got to move this show, these stories up earlier in the stream, but we were having so much fun on our topics. It was like hard to stop. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it's just getting the right timing. While en route to police headquarters for processing, the man vomited in the back of the patrol car.
Oh.
Denying that he had swallowed any drugs, he said, "I'm just really nervous, officer. I don't want to be locked up for 20 years.
Oh.
I told you, because he did half the other bag of Coke.
Yeah.
Corey said he was like, "What sucks?" So, all right.
Yeah.
I'm going to do one last story, and then we're going to run the...
You've been doing cocaine now?
You know what? I'm going to cut it right there since we need to go to bed, because this last story
is good for another night.
This one would be good for a night in a bigger crowd too. I mean, not I'm glad for everybody, but this one I think story is a good one for hold for another time. So we've been 3 hours 15 minutes. Wow, where's the time gone? Amazing. So Wes, can you bring up Dave's link for tomorrow for aliens? Dave, tell everybody about what to do and about a little bit about tomorrow night.
Just a Cosby watch party tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, doing Aliens Part 2. Game over, man. Game over. Yeah, Alien turned 49 or 46. So I can't keep up with them last week. So 46. I played, 46. I did Alien last week, and so got to do the double feature. Got to play Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing that tomorrow. If I had no Big Trouble was starting birthday, I would have waited, but that's what we're doing. Maybe we'll do Big Trouble sometime soon. Maybe a Star Blazers. One of us has got to do a Star Blazers.
Yeah.
The original one. I used to have it.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. You know, so thank you for putting. I'm waiting for my computer to decide it's freezing up because I can't highlight chats. But Gap, before you leave, yes, everybody, make sure to check out Dave's channel. If you're not subbed, please sub there. And
thank you.
Hope to see you.
Appreciate it.
And as Dave said, thank you for hanging out. I can't shut the stream down yet because I have no cursor, so I'm forced to be talking. Yeah, it's
24 hours.
That's what happened to me earlier.
I know.
Let's just watch Big Trouble then. I'll just share my screen.
It's a slow waiting for everything to do. Oh, yes. Jess, I think Jamie Farr had a 91st birthday yesterday, and I believe
Klinger. Yeah.
I think it's a distant relative of Jess's by marriage or something.
Very nice.
Exactly. So,
very nice.
While I'm waiting on the stupid thing to come back up,
Mel Brooks, 99.
I gave you for the channel. Here's the specific for the watch party tomorrow.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get my cursor back. I don't know what happened.
That's what happened to me earlier. All of a sudden, I had no cursor. I literally had to use the touchscreen and close out all my windows and reboot the computer.
I have no touchscreen. I've got to wait for it to decide to come off coffee break.
I mean, just push and hold the power button, and you can come on.
Well, I can't because the stream will keep going. You know, it's like if I give it a few minutes, it'll happen.
Then you
don't want me being in charge of the stream.
Well, you have experience though, West, because you've done that before. You know, Canadian Spider-Man. You've been overnight. I know. I woke up that damn Sunday morning. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here, West? And West sitting there in the chat all by himself.
Yep. I went to 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? You're like, I'm just sitting here watching everything, and I think I retweeted out the stream before I talked to you because I'm like, oh, they're still going. I retweeted it, and next thing I know,
people kept coming in and out. Carla Burton showed up every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God, don't tell me this. I'm actually concerned now if this thing's actually going to stop. Oh,
out the window.
It popped up a damn message. You know, when I hit X, just close them all. Don't ask me to close window. Just freaking close it all. I mean, I hate that come from that. Excel does that at work too. Excel will do that too, where it just like it hides. If you got several worksheets open, it will hide in the background, and you got to figure out how the hell to find it to do. So yeah. Well, we have never-ending goodbyes. Where are the worlds? But I would love to have a 24-hour stream. But like I said, Mrs. is here. We got a long night tomorrow, so a day tomorrow, and just I'm gonna try to do something in the morning, possibly. We'll see what happens. But thank you everybody for being here tonight. Jess said married my grandma's cousin. Jamie Farr married my grandma's cousin. Her mom called and left him a message on the answering machine. Singing
cool.
happy birthday. That is nice. Wow. That is incredible something. So, and Jess, thank you for the pictures and all the stuff to keep us going tonight, and for that little bit of information. And there's the link to Dave C's watch party tomorrow night. On that night, everybody have a great night, Dave. Whatever it is, what?
One, hey, don't ever go away. Don't ever go away without giving a little shout to the Mrs.
Oh,
channel.
Thank you, Mrs. Yes, Mrs. Yeah. Make sure you subscribe. She will be doing some stuff over the next few days. Some of the watch parties and stuff like that. She will be live at times, so make sure you go there. Make sure you subscribe to her channel, and thank you for support for her, especially these days. We really appreciate all that y'all do and all the support from everybody. On that note, everybody have a great night. We will see you next time, and take care. Bye. Everybody.
Good night, everybody.